All right. Hi, live stream. We're going to be starting up in 30 seconds here. Well, you know, you got to do a little bit of something here.
We appreciate that.
1 2 1 2 1 2.
All right. 10 seconds or so here.
From Milwaukee traffic to Northwoods gossip, they've got some thoughts. John and Gordy in the afternoon.
Hey now,
Good afternoon.
we're back. We're back in the afternoon.
It's John and Gordy. That's John Peterson. I'm Gordy Young, along with our producer of the day, Parker Olson. Good
Hello.
afternoon, Parker.
Good afternoon, fellas. It's good to see you past noon. I don't think I've ever seen you past noon before.
Right.
Yeah, I know. You've seen us kind of a little ragged, tired in the morning, first thing. Yeah.
It's usually how it goes. Me too, though, to be fair. It's not
Yeah.
just you.
Ah,
Okay.
yeah, right. Yeah.
Well, you're the producer on Pat Kreitlow's show, so you get here about the same time that we all get here, early morning.
Before the sun has even thought about coming up, yes, is usually
Right.
when I'm here. Yes.
Well, it's good to have you on board this afternoon.
Good to be here.
Yeah. And it's kind of a cloudy, gloomy day from our home studios here in Madison, Wisconsin.
Indeed.
And cloudy and overcast. And, you know, up north, they're talking about a big snowstorm coming our way. Big snowstorm for the Thanksgiving holiday weekend. Not down in the southern part of the
Really?
state.
Okay.
Well, we'll get some.
I thought we were going to get a ton of snow.
Yeah.
It's that damn wedge from the
The polar vortex
the
from hell.
the polar vortex from hell. I see. You know all of the
I
different
used to know it. I don't know it anymore.
Oh, I forget.
formations
You
of
were a weatherman.
atmosphere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know this
I've
stuff.
forgotten it too. Yeah.
So that's coming down, and it's going to create a lot of snow
Here-
this winter early. We
Yeah.
never have snow until maybe, I don't know, April.
No. It just seems like that. No. Yeah, there's talk about big snows up north, you know, over the next few days.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
I think any snow that
Yeah.
reaches us is going to be fairly light until maybe Saturday.
Mhm.
But we could get some.
Well,
before
you
then.
never know.
Yeah, but up north, they're talking about maybe 2 feet of
Wow.
snow.
Oh,
I mean, way up north.
wow.
That's
Way
too
up
much.
north.
That's way too much.
It's too much.
I like snow, but not 2 feet of snow.
Are you from Wisconsin originally, Parker?
I'm from here, actually. I'm from Madison. Yeah.
Oh
yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. I went
Okay.
to LaFollette High School. So I'm
Okay.
familiar
Oh, sure,
with the block.
sure,
Yes.
yeah.
All right.
Yeah, it's
Do you
tough,
take
tough
care?
school, man. I mean, you know, you really have to be in a gang in order to survive there.
That's what people kept telling me. I was like, where is it? I'm not in it.
So,
Well, I
Anyway.
bet Catherine's going to like that.
what?
Catherine?
What?
Her daughter doesn't go.
Oh no, our daughter. I believe East High School.
East
is where
High
she
School,
goes.
that's right.
Oh,
Yeah.
East. Yeah.
Yeah,
All
and
right.
Catherine's on vacation now.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah, she's out of town.
So
Can't use her intro very often now.
I know it. Give that a rest for a few days.
I have to tell you, on my drive here,
Yeah.
I have Sirius, and I thought I'd listen to MS Now
Oh sure.
on
Why
my
not?
car radio. Oh,
Yeah.
what the hell? Listen to a television audio. I can do that now. High technology.
Yeah.
And Katie Tur is on, and they had this late-breaking story, that Kash Patel, FBI guy, is
Mhm.
on the edge. They're ready to fire that guy
Right.
because
Because
he's
a knucklehead.
He has abused
Yeah.
the powers that he has.
Yeah. Flying his girlfriend around.
With a SWAT team.
Is that wrong?
What?
Did I?
No,
didn't know that.
Did I not see that in
She
the
has her
handbook?
own SWAT team helping her out.
All right. then.
So they're
Just
thinking,
protecting her.
they think, yeah, for whatever reason, right? I mean, everybody wants to get even with Kash Patel. Anyway, the thing that bothers me about this is that they had two professional reporters on with Katie Tur, and she's already a reporter. So there were three reporters talking about the rumor that Kash Patel is on the edge, the knife's edge. And I was thinking, well, okay. And then that went on for another 5 minutes. And then after that, well, okay, I got it. Now I got the message. It's a rumor. And every one of them told the same story. Well, I did get the report that there is a possibility that, and every one of them said the exact same thing for 15 minutes. Now,
Really?
I wanted to hear the story that she promoted coming up. And I never got to that story.
Oh, that's too bad.
Yeah, she was going to talk about the nurses were angry. And I thought that's probably because they're not considered professions anymore.
Oh, right.
For college, and
Yes.
and getting assistance and grants.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought maybe that was the story. I want to hear the update on that and get some news for you.
Yeah.
And no, yep. I heard about Kash Patel being on the knife's edge. Oh boy, he's ready to go.
It's
He's
just a rumor.
yeah,
Yeah.
and it's just a rumor.
Right.
So it just it why don't they just come in with a report? We got this report.
Yeah.
Possible firing of Kash Patel.
Yeah.
And then leave the studio and then go on to something else.
Unsubstantiated rumors.
Yeah.
Yeah. They spread like wildfire
Well, they do
on
if you take
24/7
15
news.
minutes to talk about it.
Well, yes. Okay. Well, we're just getting started on this. It's Tuesday, right? I've lost track of time.
Yeah.
But the phone lines are open if you want to jump in with John and Gordy. 855-752-4842. That's 855-75-CIVIC. And we're also taking your texts. You can get on the Civic Media app. Free to download, free to use, and send us what's on your mind. Okay?
Yeah, we have a text here from Steve from Milwaukee saying the pro-fascist immigration freaks don't even realize the laws this administration is breaking in the process of this mass deportation nonsense. And
Yeah.
we're going to get to one of those stories about the violations and doing things that are illegal
Mm-hmm.
just a little bit later on here in the show.
Okay.
We do have Jim Santel
Ah,
as our guest a little bit later on, about
Yeah.
3:35.
former U.S. attorney. Yeah, he'll be with us. And I think we have a call here from
we do. Okay.
Cindy. Cindy is on the line here.
All right.
Where is she from, Parker? Just yell it out.
From Appleton.
Apple.
All right.
Okay.
I should know that by now. Cindy, welcome to the program.
Good afternoon.
Hello. Well, I have a local comment and a national comment.
All right.
My first comment is, I did some shopping today, but I'm going to like a grocery store that is locally owned. It's not a corporate owned store.
All right.
So I
All right.
feel a little better about that. Anyway, while I was there's a big sign that says, "Turkeys, we will not get any more."
No,
So I was kind of surprised. So
Hmm.
I didn't know we had a turkey shortage.
we don't.
I find that hard to believe.
Yeah, there is no turkey shortage. The prices are down low because we have a lot of turkeys.
Maybe
So
it's just
the
that
price
store.
per pound is reduced. So I mean, I just saw a story on it last night. So yeah, we have a lot of turkeys around. Maybe just that particular store.
Yeah, must be.
Yeah. What store was it?
It was the Piggly Wiggly and Little Shoots.
Oh, darn, those Piggly Wigglies.
Oh, the Piggly Wigglies. Yeah. They have one up in Sauk City
yeah,
here.
they do.
Uh,
Yeah.
I love the Piggly
Not enough of
Wiggly.
them out there.
Yeah. So
Well,
what,
anyway, apparently they didn't order properly. But
Yeah.
my national comment was with this whole Pete Hegseth thing. How many uniforms has that man donned in his lifetime?
well,
Well,
Where you going
what do you
with
mean
this?
by that? What,
Where-
what are you saying?
Well, he's after Mark Kelly. Mark Kelly is an honored hero and who's worn several different uniforms, both for our civil service and for our, I believe he was an Army or Navy, whatever, and also an astronaut. What uniforms has Pete Hegseth, besides maybe a busboy or something, has he worn?
well, I don't think he. I don't know.
Well, Pete was was kind of a scary individual in the military because he had tattoos that people were questioning, and they didn't know if they could trust Pete Hegseth in the military. So now this guy is in charge, and now he doesn't trust anybody else who is questioning his power. It's really a power play, isn't it? I mean, Hegseth and Trump, their power is being questioned, and they don't like it. In fact, why don't we get to the Hegseth story right away?
Just to recap, though, Pete Hegseth served in the U.S. Army National Guard from 2002 to 2021 with deployments in Iraq, Afghanistan, Guantanamo Bay.
Okay.
Yeah, but he's kind of scary.
Yeah.
And
well, that's the point.
I don't know. If to go after a guy who was a former astronaut.
Well, I know.
On top of that, right?
Yeah, hero. Yeah.
It's crazy stuff. Cindy, I'm going to get to that story. I'm going to play something from Rachel Maddow last night. All right. Let's get to that.
Thank you, Cindy.
Yeah, she had a comment about it, and she kind of led up to, the comments that Mark Kelly and another group of Democrats came out who were in the military, in the Secret Service. They came out and they just basically said, if you're given an illegal order, you don't have to fulfill it. You don't have to carry it out.
Right.
Okay. I mean, it's very simple. It's just a simple statement.
Yes.
And,
it's in the code, the military code.
And it's
code of conduct.
And the administration is having a fit. What do you mean? You're telling them not to take my instructions? What? Yeah. Anyway, we have Rachel Maddow kind of summing up the lead up to that, and then a short segment with Mark Kelly himself talking about it. So let's listen to this.
The senior military lawyer at Southern Command, which is the combatant command that oversees all the attacks on fishing boats that Trump keeps doing in that region. That senior JAG officer reportedly told his superiors that these strikes on these boats were illegal. But he was reportedly overruled and then pushed aside from the decision-making process inside that combatant command. Could amount to extrajudicial killings and therefore legally expose service members involved in the operations. And if our longstanding allies are pulling out of intelligence sharing with us because they think Trump's orders on these boat strikes are illegal, well, that might go some distance toward explaining why 6 members of Congress, all of them former military or intelligence officers, decided to release this video about the possibility that Trump might be giving military orders that are illegal. Pentagon saying they are reviewing, quote, serious allegations of misconduct against Senator Kelly, and that he could be recalled to active duty for court-martial proceedings.
Well, Rachel, I said something that was pretty simple and non-controversial, and that was that members of the military should follow the law. And in response to that, Donald Trump said I should be executed. I should be hanged. I should be prosecuted. He even went on and said something about go get them. I guess sending a mob to round me and the other folks up. So this is, I think it says a lot more about him than it says about me. He doesn't want accountability. But Rachel, I'm not going to be silenced. I'm not going to be intimidated.
Were there specific potentially illegal orders that you were thinking about that were the sort of precipitating cause for you guys to get together and do that?
You don't want to wait for your kid to get hit by a car before you tell them to look both ways. It's pretty simple. And if you go back to 2016, Donald Trump on a debate stage talking about, some action that he was going to take, he was reminded by the moderator that that would be illegal, that the military wouldn't be able to follow those orders. And his response, Donald Trump's response was the military would not refuse my orders. And also explain to members of the military that we have their backs.
All right. Okay. So that's what Mark Kelly thinks, and he's got Gabby Giffords, who was shot. I mean, he comes with a lot of experience.
Yeah. We'll continue that. We've got much more ahead. It's John and Gordy in the afternoon.
In that town.
Happy holidays, happy holidays.
Hi, Judy Summers again. Looking for that perfect tree? Check our website at summerschristmastreefarm.com. Happy holidays from the Summers family.
Get ready, Madison. Elsa's Own Jarocho is now open on Plaza Drive. 5-star authentic Mexican cuisine, fresh, homemade, and the best prices in town. See why one review said, best tacos I've ever had in my life. Elsa's Own Jarocho. You won't leave hungry, just happy.
Keeping you connected to your local community. Here's Terry Barr with the Civic Media Radio Network.
If you've ever snapped a photo at Lambeau Field, turns out you're in good company. A new study from sports analyst PixWise shows the legendary home of the Green Bay Packers ranks among the most Instagrammable stadiums in the NFL. Researchers looked at every venue, then counted the times fans tagged it on Instagram. Lambeau Field scored big, landing at number 7 with more than 218,000 hashtags. Fans point out the mix of history and heart that makes Lambeau so photogenic. From the frozen tundra and the old school bleachers to the modern updates that still honor its past. So at the top of the list, well, MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, home to both the Giants and the Jets. By the way, Soldier Field in Chicago ranks 4th. But when it comes to capturing that perfect game day moment, few places shine quite like Green Bay's own Lambeau Field. Until next time, I'm Terry Barr.
My name's John Driscoll, proud member of the Patriotic Millionaires. When I was CEO at CareCentrix, I doubled entry-level wages. The impact? Productivity went up, turnover went down, and the company was successful. When employees are off the clock, they're real consumers, the consumers that drive the economy with their spending. By paying employees a fair wage, we're actually helping out all of us in giving our economy the best chance
30
to succeed.
seconds.
I'm John Driscoll. I'm a patriotic millionaire, and I approve this message.
Being blind doesn't look how others may think. Retinitis pigmentosa aimed to overwhelm my family.
It tried to cut me down. I know where to find support.
Learn more.
15 seconds.
Goose-stepping mama on the cover chart. Goose-stepping mama taken by and large. While you tinker with some tailor, someone sold you to a sailor. Goose-stepping mama, oh yeah. Goose-stepping mama, goose-stepping mama.
This afternoon,
boogie all night long.
John and Gordy. We are broadcasting live from our Madison studios, WMDX, just a block off of the Capitol. And it's just kind of a cloudy, overcast day here.
And if you'd like to get in on the program, 855-752-4842. That's 855-75-CIVIC.
Got it.
And we'd like to hear from you, or at least text us and tell us what you think. We want to hear from you.
Yeah.
We've got an update coming up a little bit later in regards to the healthcare debate that's going on now between the Republicans and the White House.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll catch up on that.
Okay.
It's kind of exciting. I'm anxious. I'm a little nervous. And I have a great cut from Tim Burchett.
Burchett. Dadgummit.
Dadgummit. I want to see something happen. Dadgummit. Tim Burchett. God. But I hate the guy normally, but I'm getting to like this guy because he's a character.
Yeah, I know he is. I know he is.
So
a few screws loose, but he's
they all
entertaining.
Screw loose.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway, let's get to some survey information here. I don't normally get to survey stuff.
You're not a big survey guy.
I don't like surveys.
Well, ever since you quit the census a few months ago,
that's not the reason
steered
why
away from surveys.
That's not the reason why. I hate
no.
surveys.
Well, you did it for 8 or 9 years.
Well,
I could see where you get burned out.
Polling and surveys, they're very temporary, and it depends on the question and blah, blah, blah.
Right.
They really research the survey questions
right.
at the Census Bureau.
Ah, okay.
But these are fly-by-night survey people. Well,
what's this survey all about?
This is, I don't know what it's all. No, I know what it's about. It's about the economy. And this is an Economist YouGov survey. And according to this, Trump's job approval is now 19 points down
from last
from
month,
wherever it was. Yeah, I think
okay.
I think it was only up 5 points. So there's
Jeez.
nowhere to go now, but down. 81% say the Epstein files should be released.
Okay, that's
a big thumbs up
makes
from
sense,
John
yeah.
and Gordy.
Right.
50%.
Because they're keeping track. All right.
If no one listens to us, at least it's coming out in the surveys, right?
Okay.
50% say Trump is covering the Epstein's crimes. 15% say Trump is covering up the crime.
Okay.
52% say the economy is getting worse. That's pretty bad. That's pretty bad. I remember it was like that when Biden was in charge,
Right.
and everything was rolling along fine, and we were the envy of the world. And still, people thought, yeah, it was pretty bad. That's because the government. Well, let's just say that the MAGAs can really push a message.
Yes, when they get a hold of a message, they know how to
it's
push
on
it.
steroids.
Yeah.
All right. How about a 41% plurality say the ACA should be expanded? That's pretty good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mm.
All right. So now consumers soared on the economy and the future, and they worried about the inability to find a job, according to a conference board survey. All right. I don't know who they are, but they're pretty important to be included in my lineup here of surveys.
I don't know if any of this is accredited. I'm starting to have my doubts.
I got
your sources are flimsy, and
I got to tell you that maybe I shouldn't be doing survey stories anymore because I don't take them very seriously. But here they are.
Okay.
Consumers, when they had a chance to write in their answer, their write-in responses referenced prices and inflation, tariffs and trade, and politics. Now, from the right-wing Rasmussen survey, 4 out of 5 voters think corruption is a problem in D.C. Where'd they get that idea?
4 out of 5?
Wow.
That's a right-wing survey?
Yeah, well, yeah.
Or leaning right?
They do. They ask questions that kind of lead people into answering one way, and it's usually the mega way.
Oh.
That's pretty telling, and I think, and also a reflection on Trump. 80% of likely voters believe the federal government is corrupt, including 44% who say it's very corrupt. 44%. Oh, geez. They think
That's
it's
not good.
very corrupt.
I feel reassured. I don't know what you're talking about.
Really?
Well, yeah, I am too. I guess I would be.
Yeah. Well.
But, it says everything about Trump, doesn't it? I mean, this guy is in the press all the time, in the news.
Right.
Right?
Yes. Wow. There's more?
Only, one more little thing here. Only 14% don't believe there's much corruption in Washington.
14%. They think everything's just fine.
That's the base.
Everything's good.
That's right. Yep.
Okay.
All right. Now let's get into something here that the megas also deny liking or wanting to believe in, and that is socialism. They don't like socialism.
We got about a minute left here.
Yeah, they don't like socialism.
No, they don't. I know.
And we'll get into a little bit of information in regards to this particular administration. The Trump administration is becoming very, very socialist.
Oh, really?
Maybe that's why they like Mom Donnie. Right?
Oh, possibly. Maybe. That could be.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because once you start owning businesses, and by the way, that's also part of fascism. Once you buy an interest in businesses, well, socialism.
All right.
Or fascism. You can take your pick.
Very good. Well, we'll dig into this a little bit more here after we take a little break, and we'll be back with more. You can give us a call, 855-752-4842, or text us on the Civic Media app. It's John and Gordy in the afternoon, coming right back.
More nuance. From the Capitol to your kitchen table, Madison's biggest stories live right here on 92.7 WMDX.
Lefse, It is a holiday tradition for many in Wisconsin, but that holiday tradition faces some challenges. I'm PM Yankee with a quick update on what's happening in food and farming news on a Tuesday. We'll take a closer look at the LEFSA business next.
No one should have to navigate herd health alone. Luckily, you don't have to. A successful operation requires teamwork. Visit bio-vet.com and let us help identify key challenges and offer expert solutions unique to your situation. We evaluate your full herd health plan and make economical recommendations to your operation. Learn more about our team and products for herd health at bio-vet.com.
Innovation, that's BioVet.
Marshall Olson operates Countryside Lefse, a company dedicated to creating that soft Norwegian flatbread so many in the upper Midwest enjoy, especially during the holiday seasons. It's made with real potatoes and flour, but Marshall Olson says although the kids may enjoy the lefse, they don't necessarily see a future in the business themselves.
If the work environment stays as it is and the young people are not willing to do work that's more physical, then that'll be hard. You could have robots, that could do something like this possibly. You could have the workforce change and you have workers again. And that would be like you see AI taking over so many industries and firing people. Those people are going to be displaced, and you might possibly get some of those coming back into jobs like this. It's very up in the air.
Marshall Olson, owner and operator of Countryside Lefse, in business for some 65 years now. He says they bake year-round, but they see their busiest season run from late October through the first week in January.
Hey, Jim. Bob. Quite a season, huh?
Yeah, there was a lot stacked against us, but that's where having a solid plan and, data-driven insights instead of just guessing really made the difference.
Yeah.
We looked at soil types and other research to make sure every acre had the right seed to maximize ROI potential.
That's great. I was referring to the Greyhounds being undefeated.
Oh. Cropland Seed. Anything but typical.
And a shout out to a Wisconsin 4-H educator that is now a part of the National Hall of Fame. Sally Schenicke, who is a retired 4-H youth development educator from Dodge County, now living in Oconomowoc, was inducted into the National 4-H Hall of Fame in Atlanta, Georgia. She started her 4-H career at 9 years of age and basically laid the foundation for a 32-year career that would touch the lives of thousands of 4-Hers. Congratulations, Sally. That's a look at food news on a Tuesday. I'm PM Yankee.
Local news, real voices, and conversations that count. That's Madison. And that's 92.7 WMDX.
I'm meteorologist Rodney Price. Clouds, drizzle, and a little fog for your Tuesday afternoon with highs in the lower 50s, a light south breeze. Tonight, rain will be likely, changing to a little bit of snow overnight. Lows near 30. An inch or less of accumulating snow Wednesday. Right now, it's 48.
Hey there, Wisconsin. Tom Hartman here. Democracy is not a spectator sport, so join me each and every weekday right here on Civic Media for the Tom Hartman program from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. Covering the news of the day and sharing ways for you to get off the sidelines and get active in your community, because change starts with you. Get involved and tune in to the Tom Hartman program Monday through Friday from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. right here on your local Civic Media radio station.
Oh, this is Robert Pilot of Native Roots Radio. On our show, we share stories from Turtle Island, highlighting the people and issues shaping our communities. From protecting water to treaty rights and preserving languages and traditions, we cover it all. Hear voices like Arvina Martin of Emerge Wisconsin, Dr. Stately, Robert Lilligren, and more. Because Native issues are human issues, and human issues are Native issues.
Native Roots Radio, weeknights at 8 on your local.
lives in my hometown. Lakeshore Drive, the road is called, and it'll take you up or down.
It's afternoons with John and Gordy. There's a Lakeshore Drive in a lot of towns around Wisconsin. Yeah. There are a lot of lakes. We're on the Civic Media Radio Network, and we're broadcasting directly to you, and we'd like to hear from you. Get your input on the stories that we have. We're talking about Kash Patel being on the edge. He might be fired soon. We'll see what happens. But Matt out in Middleton suggested so you can be too incompetent for MEGA and the Trump administration. Actually, quite surprising. Probably
Isn't
good
it?
News too, Matt.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. We didn't think that was even possible,
No,
but
no.
here we are.
I know.
But it's just a rumor. That's all we have is a rumor. Yeah, right?
A lot of people are talking about it. Yep.
Yeah.
A lot of reporters are in on the story.
Good.
Talking about it forever.
They
Just
don't-
no
they don't have-
confirmation yet.
Yeah, they don't have any information that's solid. So we'll
what-
keep an eye on it.
Yeah, truly. I mean, it was so obvious that the guy was incompetent and an idiot. The products, right? The cash products that he has out.
Yeah.
Where you can go on and get these,
Different things.
Yeah.
Different
swag.
Swag. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what it is.
Now, look.
Well, but the thing is, with the Trump administration, people come and go. I mean, they'll show him the door. Oh, he's on the outside now.
Got to get
Fire
the
him.
grift before they leave.
Yeah, they fire him, and then somehow mysteriously, a few months later, they're back. It's like Elon Musk showed up the other day at the White House at some event.
Isn't that crazy?
So he's back.
He's in
stead.
good graces again with Trump.
Yeah. So they come and they go, and then they come back again.
And then there was a story saying that there is no Doge anymore. Right. And then today there's a story saying, yes, there is a Doge.
I have the feeling they're just kind of making it up as they go along.
I know. That's what I'm getting the feeling, too, that
every
they
day.
really don't know what they're doing or saying anymore. It's just, okay. And as far as we're concerned, Doge is ever present in the Trump administration. But anyway, let's get to the socialism aspect of it. According to the headline, $10 billion and counting, Trump socialism snaps up stakes in private firms. All right.
Okay.
Former right-winger, now commentator Rick Wilson wrote this. The Trump administration is trading billions of dollars of taxpayer money for ownership stakes in companies, which contradicts traditional Republican thinking about the power of the free market to identify winners and losers. It does. I mean, this is a direct contradiction. Government intervention may result in corruption and market distortions and possible loss of taxpayer funds should those investments fail. And when you think about it, really gets down to the bottom line is it could devolve into arbitrary deals to help friends in certain businesses.
Oh,
right?
Gee, how would that?
Right.
Just
now,
a coincidence?
Yeah, right now they're taking, interest in all the big companies, the huge company, NVIDIA. But at some juncture, they may actually start just helping friends and neighbors start their businesses up.
Well, right. Yeah. And you want to read that comment or?
Yeah, that's Steve. He
Steve from
suggested NVIDIA is a perfect example.
Yeah. Exactly.
Now, this is socialism. This, no matter how you look at it, it's socialism. It could also be fascism, owning the businesses and the profits, and of course, paying off all your friends. So you can look at it any way you want.
Well, it's a whole new phase that we're going through in our government. Changing our stripes.
Well,
isn't that the way it goes?
It is the way it goes.
We got to have something to replace democracy. So.
And business is the thing that will replace it all.
Apparently.
The data centers, the AI data centers. But here's an interesting story about business. As you know, the oligarchs, the big billionaire businessmen that are out there controlling this country and what we think are social media, and also eavesdropping on us and watching our habits and our driving habits. We got a driving habits story coming up in a little while here. But the lever has something called the Lever News. Okay. Sure. I would say lever because I grew up watching horror movies. And they were all British films, and they said, "Pull the lever," you know. And I always thought lever.
Yeah,
but it's actually lever.
Okay, I think it could go either direction.
Well,
No?
can it? I wish that were true. I feel like I'm always. I don't know.
No, I think everybody is sort of settled on lever, though.
Yeah.
Rather than lever.
Yeah, it should be lever. Anyway, the Lever News came out with this. Business wants a new First Amendment right.
Oh.
Yeah.
A right.
Yep. Exxon is petitioning the Supreme Court to grant corporations a new First Amendment right. Get this. To avoid disclosing how much toxic pollution they are spewing and how much they are incinerating into the atmosphere that supports all life on the planet.
Oh, so they should have the right to not disclose any of that.
Yes.
Just keep that protected information.
Exactly. Yes.
They want that right, so they're going to the Supreme Court.
I'm glad to know that I was very clear in reading the story to you, Gord.
I mean, if you got the money, I guess you can go right to the Supreme Court and get an answer.
Okay, but you think that's bad, right?
I
mean, that was bad, right? Let's go from bad to worse.
Okay.
Right? Somehow, this helps explain America's healthcare crisis in this country. The EPA is starting to allow the use of pesticides containing PFAS on food.
What?
So not only are we talking about pesticides on food we eat, but PFAS covered pesticides on our food.
I just coughed up a lung. My God. Are you kidding
No,
me?
I'm not kidding. As MAGA Republicans adopt the bizarro world philosophy. Do you know what the bizarro world philosophy is? If you ever read old Superman comics, Bizarro World was a square planet.
Okay.
And they had a philosophy of doing everything the opposite. Right. And this is their code. This is the bizarro code.
You've got it right there.
Right here.
In cartoon form.
I do. I took a clip of this.
Okay.
It says bizarro code. Us do opposite of all things earthly. Us hate beauty. Us love ugliness. Is big crime to make anything perfect on Bizarro World. That is their philosophy right there.
Yeah.
So I think they are nailing it here in this country. I can't believe this. Really, seriously, is okay. So what do they spray this pesticide covered with PFAS on?
Yeah, what do they?
Lettuce and broccoli.
Okay.
The two foods we probably don't sit there and wash real extensively, right? I mean, you get them in a package. They look nice.
Sure.
You don't want to add water to it because you're going to put salad dressing on it.
All right.
So you just put it on your plate and eat away as it's covered with pesticides soaked in PFAS.
Broccoli and lettuce. Does it say where this is happening yet? Or, I mean, is this in a certain part of the country?
I don't know where.
Make it,
it's just a story that explained that is something that's going to happen.
Wonderful.
Oh, well, I'll tell you what. Why don't we listen to it?
Okay.
I actually have a clip here. 173, let's say.
The EPA is starting to allow the use of pesticides containing PFAS on food. It's part of an effort to roll back the regulation of what are called forever chemicals because they don't break down easily in the environment. Last week, the agency approved the use of 2 new pesticides that qualify as PFAS. It means that farmers could spread them on crops like romaine lettuce, broccoli, and potatoes. The Washington Post is reporting that agency plans to approve 4 more pesticides. Not much is known about their long-term impact, but PFAS have been linked to certain cancers, birth defects, and other health problems. In a statement to the NewsHour today, the EPA said it will provide transparent, science-based information on how the chemicals are evaluated.
But science already says that it's cancer causing
Right.
at any level.
That's your science, not my science.
Oh, okay.
Come on. Alternative facts, John.
Yeah.
Parker?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Well, yeah, you're right.
He's operating in bizarro world already.
But here's the thing, right? I mean, so they tell us and they're open about it. Yes, this causes cancer. And yes, we're putting it on your broccoli, on your lettuce, and your potatoes. Okay. Well, that doesn't assure anybody of anything. Come on. I mean, you can tell us that, but now we're not going to eat lettuce, potatoes, and broccoli.
Right. Okay.
Now, we just had a story with the farm babe talking about lefsa, It's made with potatoes.
Yes.
And a little tip here. You know, my mom, well, okay. I know a few people that made lefse and you use potato flakes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it works better that way. It's easier to manipulate. All right, I just threw that in.
Good to know.
All right, in case
got a couple of phone calls.
you're on your way to making lefse right now.
Yeah.
Let's go to Kathy. Kathy, welcome to the show.
Hi, Kathy.
Hi.
Go ahead.
Hi. Glad to hear you on the afternoons. I was tending to oversleep the first hour of your morning show anyway, but
Thank you.
so, and best of luck on this time slot.
Well, thank you.
Gordy, I didn't remember, or I didn't catch if you made any comments about your show last night.
Not yet.
No, I was going to talk about it eventually here, but we can talk about it now. Yeah.
Oh, I have patience, whatever. But I used to enjoy Paul McCartney and all.
Yeah.
But he can't sing anymore.
Well, okay.
Has a terrible voice.
You are
now
on the same wavelength as Gordy.
Now
you are.
Where did you hear
I
that?
mean,
Where did you, or did you see
just heard
him recently?
sing. Oh, on the tube.
Yeah, he was on a TV show.
He was on an
while
SNL
back.
50th anniversary.
That's right.
He closed the show there. And yeah, there's been some comments about his vocals for quite a while. But
Well,
yeah, I know it. I know.
Maybe he's got he still makes great music, maybe, and has a great backup band or something. I didn't hear the concert or anything, but
Well, I'll give you my
also,
review here if you want. Oh no, go ahead. What else you got?
Well, also I was going to mention about the PFAS thing, and there was an interesting show on Tom Hartman earlier about how the farmers have been spraying stuff with glyphosate on their crop or wheat crops before harvesting. And that's probably why people have so much problems with wheat sensitivity. And
yes,
being one of them.
I heard
with
part of that
gluten stuff.
conversation. Yep.
Yeah, but that's. I mean, I bought some Roundup lately, and it doesn't have glyphosate in it anymore.
Okay.
So, but I don't know what they're using on this.
Yeah.
But so buy local, buy organic, peel your vegetables, that sort of thing. And
God. I know.
I've made lefse with my grandma. My different people in my family make it.
Oh, do you?
Yeah. Well, I don't know. It's not.
But have they tried the powdered or the potato flakes?
No, that's cheating. That's horrible. You have to boil the potatoes and put them through a ricer and do it right. I have a box full of recipes so that my grandma I inherited from my grandma that it has this or different aunts recipes with what do you call it? Dried flake potatoes.
Potato flakes. Yeah.
What do you call them?
Potato flakes.
Potato flakes. Yeah.
There you go. All right, Kathy, hang on now. We're going to come back from this break, and I'll give you my review of the Paul McCartney concert in Chicago last night at the United Center, okay? We're coming right back with John and Gordy.
Dance when you hear that beat. Woo! Dance, get up off your seat. Woo! Dance, let your back home slip. Let's go to the place on the sunset.
Does Wisconsin have any mountains? No, Wisconsin doesn't have any mountains or mountain chains because it sits in the middle of a tectonic plate and its ancient ranges eroded long ago. About 1.8 billion years ago, collisions formed mountains like the Pinocchis, later worn down by glaciers. The U.S. doesn't have an official definition of a mountain, though Britain sets it at 2,000 feet. The state's tallest points, Timms Hill, Rib Mountain, and Lookout Mountain, peak around 1,950 feet. Wisconsin's location makes new ranges unlikely. I'm Trisha Young for Wisconsin Watch. Fact briefs are bite-sized fact checks of trending claims produced by Wisconsin Watch and GigaFact. Read more at wisconsinwatch.org.
I love playing sports, especially for my school. And that's because school sports are special. It's where it's safe to fail. It's where we're taught resilience, where our fear becomes confidence. is where we learn to get back up after every fall. School sports are where 7.8 million students go from I can't to I can.
This message presented by the WIAA and the Wisconsin Athletic Director.
Baby, I'm amazed the way you love me all the time. And maybe I'm afraid of the way I love you. Baby, I'm amazed the way you pulled me out of time. You hung me on the line.
John and Gordy, little Paul McCartney there. That's right. Yeah, now that was, I think, the original version.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm Amazed. It came out about 1970-ish, I think.
Was it?
70, 71.
It was a really
somewhere in
great
there.
song.
It was great. It was terrific.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I went to see the show last night at the United Center.
Yep.
Sold out place. Tonight is the very last show of his tour, Paul McCartney's tour. Now, he's been on tour since 2022, 3 years of touring. There's been breaks in those tours, for a few weeks here and there, a couple of months here and there. But he's really been on tour for 3 years. And this was a big extravaganza show. I mean, most of it was really great. The band is wonderful. Of course, Paul, what more can you ask for to have a Beatle singing Beatles songs for you?
No,
I mean, it's great.
You can't pass something like that up.
It's fun.
Yeah.
And most of the time, it was pretty good. It was really good. And there were some songs, though, that, I'm not the first one to say it, but Paul his voice has changed, and it's changed quite a lot. And he's been on the road for 3 years. 3 years. Yeah. And so first part of the show, I thought it was okay. It was pretty good, but there were some times he was obviously straining. And I'm a big fan. I mean, I want him to do well. And of course, the place was packed. Everybody's cheering him on. And it is a big extravagant, a lot of lighting effects and a lot of video and everything. And it was great. It was really emotional and very, very good show. But yeah, he's just reached that point where he can't hit some of those notes anymore. And so they work their way around those or change the key of the song, that kind of thing.
I was going to ask you about it. Why didn't they change the key to the music that he plays? Why didn't they do that?
They can do that, but still, that doesn't, no
one's going to notice that.
Well, the thing is, the quality of his voice has changed right across the board, I think. Just my opinion.
So across the board, it doesn't matter what key.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, he strained a lot toward the end of the show. But again, he's been on tour for 3 years. So, time to give it a rest, though. Tonight is the last night of the show. It might be the last show that he does. There's rumors that'll be it, but there's a rumor, we know what rumors are about.
Well,
So, but overall,
Patel and
it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun, and terrific. It was, the crowd loved it. And, he's Paul McCartney, and he's 83 years old, still chugging along. The show was 2 hours and 45 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
That's a lot.
I know
That's
when
a
he
lot.
appeared on SNL, the 50th anniversary.
Right.
It was the very last performance on the show.
Yeah.
And it was supposed to be climactic. At the same time, the next day we came in here. You asked me, well, what do you think of Paul McCartney's voice? And I said, it's not too bad. And you said, it's awful.
Well, do you have that, Parker?
Yes, I do have that.
Saturday
now.
Night Live. Just let's play a snippet of that.
Let's see if who's right here.
All right.
Okay.
Once there was a way
Oops.
to get back homeward.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Wait.
Once there was a way to get back home. Now sleep, pretty darling, do not cry.
Okay, you know where I'm going here.
I know what you're saying.
I will sing a lullaby.
And it's funny because later, when he really had to crank that voice,
right,
he was able to do it.
Yeah.
And I was wondering why he had such a hard time just with this. This quiet part of the song.
Yeah, a lot of it, it's breath control, and his vocal cords are also 83 years old and are stretched out, and
Well, I don't know.
Just you remember when Sinatra started getting old, and our parents would say, well, it's time to hang it up. Old blue eyes.
I never thought so, man. That guy was good no matter
right
what.
to the end.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm not picking on him. I'm stating the obvious.
Stating the obvious.
Yeah.
And I agree. It's not as strong as it could be. So
it's a shame. It's because he had one of the most remarkable vocal qualities of any rock performer.
Well, I think Barb out in Waukesha made an astute observation. He sounds like he's 83 years old.
Thank you, Barb, for that. Appreciate that. And yes, he does. It does sound like he's becoming emotional during that segment of singing, and I'm sure, maybe that plays into it. Sure, I imagine. But
yeah, and as you age, your vocal cords become more rounded instead of flat, and that changes your voice significantly. Says Al in Madison.
Yeah,
and Chris Casper said, "Hey, he's 83 years old."
Okay. I know. We all want to give him a pass. I mean, it's Paul McCartney.
Yeah.
But it reminds me of, when Elvis was starting to get up there in years, and he was he couldn't sing as well as he used to. I mean, it's just a difference.
All right, because of age, you're giving him a pass, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm 95. So please give me a pass.
You sound great for 95.
Well, thank you.
Wow. You're not doing too bad. I didn't even know you were that old. Jeez. All right. It's funny that we mentioned that, though, because in our earlier career, right, like 40 years ago, 30 years, whenever it was, in the 90s, 80s and 90s, a lot of people said that our voices sounded so close, they couldn't tell who was John and who was Gordy.
That's crazy, isn't it?
Now, it is to us, but
it is, yeah.
But now we don't get that anymore.
No.
So your voice changes over the years. Okay.
And you're happy that you don't sound anything like me anymore.
Exactly. I don't get blamed for your shenanigans anymore.
Before I was able to blame you.
Yes, that's right. We could blame each other. Okay. We got a break for news and weather and sports, and then we're back with the second hour of John and Gordy of the afternoon.
Yeah.
school property or to have contact with students. Of course, they say they will continue to cooperate with the investigation moving forward. Police still actively searching for Turner. Authorities also saying that more charges are potentially pending.
President Trump says he's sending a special envoy to meet with Russia's president after Ukraine agreed to a tentative peace plan carved out in talks this week. Earlier, the president issuing pardons for 2 turkeys, Gobble and Waddle, at a White House Thanksgiving tradition. And today is the busiest air travel day of the holiday period. This is ABC News.
Your neighbors are talking. Leaders are deciding. Madison's story unfolds daily on 92.7 WMDX.
For 92.7 WMDX News, I'm Savannah Tomei Olson. Madison officials have chosen an interim independent police monitor. That position and the office behind it were created in 2020 to give oversight of the police department, but work has struggled to get off the ground. It took 2 years to get a permanent monitor hired. Her name is Robin Copley. She ended up resigning last month, citing severe health issues, stalling work again. Last year, during the budget process, city leaders questioned the office's success. The mayor even suggested axing it altogether. This year, during the budget process, 3 alders added a last-minute amendment that would have defunded the Office of the Independent Monitor and the Police Civilian Oversight Board. Ultimately, that amendment failed. Now the board has chosen an interim replacement. Her name is Mika Glass-Blake, and most recently, she was the head of police accountability for the Baltimore PD. Here's what she said during a meeting a few weeks ago.
I believe in the power of oversight done right. Oversight that is built on people, policy, partnerships, and practices. And what drew me to this role was really the ordinance and the work you all did to even set up and create the office.
Glass-Blake will go through orientation next month and fill the role for 9 months. According to the city's job posting, during those 9 months, she'll make between $90,000 and $122,000. Now, the Civilian Oversight Board starts searching for her permanent replacement. And thousands of families have a Thanksgiving dinner because of a huge yearly donation drive. Goodman Community Center has been putting together baskets for Thanksgiving for almost 40 years now. They include everything you need for your typical holiday meal: turkey, stuffing, mac and cheese, cranberry sauce, all the good stuff. Yesterday, they finished distributing meals to thousands of people in Dane County. I'm Savannah Tomei Olson, 92.7 WMDX News.
The Packers prepare for the Lions. Hi, I'm Mike Clemens with Sports. NFL, the Packers head to Detroit to face the Lions on Thanksgiving. Kickoff at Ford Field at noon Thursday. We learned that quarterback Jordan Love is dealing with a separated left shoulder, an AC joint sprain he suffered last week against the Giants. Is that why he was only handing off the ball with his right hand against the Vikings?
Yeah, exactly. It didn't affect me too much. Took a couple hits on it, but was fine for the most part. And yeah.
NBA, the Bucks losing at home last night to Portland, 115-103. It's their 5th loss in a row. They play the Heat in Miami tomorrow night. And the Wisconsin Badgers, Mimi Collier, on being the #1 pick overall in the Major League Professional Volleyball Draft.
It was so much fun. We're having a little watch party in the locker room right now. The whole staff is there. Some of the girls are there. And it's so nice just being surrounded by people that I love and experiencing a moment like this. And it's something I'll never forget.
That's Wisconsin's Mimi Collier with Sports. I'm Mike Clemens.
Construction barrels bloom every spring. So do opinions. WMDX, guiding Madison through life's most predictable surprises.
I'm meteorologist Rodney Price. Clouds, drizzle, and a little fog for your Tuesday afternoon with highs in the lower 50s, a light south breeze. Tonight, rain will be likely, changing to a little bit of snow overnight. Lows near 30. An inch or less of accumulating snow Wednesday. Currently 49 degrees.
Doctors Without Borders is delivering life-saving medical care where it's needed most in communities around the world. From bandaging war-wounded patients in Sudan to providing clean drinking water in Haiti, we're in more than 70 countries worldwide, bringing patients from sick to recovering, from emergency to aid, from crisis to care. This life-saving care is made possible by a global movement of supporters like you. Thank you.
Pete Schwaba.
Madison-based film critic and the CityCast Madison newsletter editor, Rob Thomas. Christmas to me is like the least sexy holiday. Like there's Halloween, kind of a sexy holiday. Maybe Valentine's Day, sweetest day, but like, I don't know, Christmas, like even Arbor Day is sexier than Christmas, I think.
Interesting.
I don't know.
I don't, remind me not to spend Arbor Day with you.
I get a little frisky.
Is Paul McCartney dead? Are the Beatles trying to tell us through their records and album covers that Paul is dead? Or is this a grand promotional gimmick concocted to bring the Beatles into the spotlight again? If so, will it help them or will it hurt them? Or is it simply a series of coincidences that really have no meaning? We certainly hope that it is not true. We really feel that Paul is alive. But here is the case, presented by those who say Paul McCartney is dead.
Oh, remember that. Yeah.
Those people who say Paul McCartney is dead point to the lyrics of the song A Day in the Life. I read the news today, oh boy, about a lucky man who made the grade. And though the news was rather sad, well, I just had to laugh. I saw the photograph. He blew his mind out in a car. He didn't notice that the lights had changed. A crowd of people stood and stared. They'd seen his face before. Nobody was really sure. I read the news today, oh boy, 4,000 holes in Blackburn, Lancashire. Yeah. And though the holes were rather small, they had to count them all. Now they know how many holes it takes to fill the Albert Hall.
You have to do with
I'd love
McCartney
to turn you on.
That's right. He's dead. He's dead. So, yeah.
Is there more to that?
There is.
Oh, boy. Much more. So dramatic.
Well, death is
Those who say
dramatic.
Paul is dead point to the fact that the Beatles had a look-alike contest, which was won by William Kemble. They also point to the inference that Paul may be taller and heavier today than he was a few years ago. The fact that Paul has lost his dimple.
Yep, he did.
Oh,
Those people who say Paul McCartney is dead also point to the new Beatle album, Abbey Road. If you will notice the front cover, there is a picture of the four Beatles walking out of a cemetery, led by John Lennon, dressed in white. Some people say this signifies Christ, followed by Ringo Starr, dressed in black. Some people say this signifies an undertaker or mourning, followed by Paul McCartney, barefooted. In England, the dead are buried without shoes. They also point to the fact that Paul McCartney is carrying a cigarette in his right hand. Paul is left-handed.
We left out George.
The fourth Beatle in the column is George Harrison wearing blue jeans. Some people say this denotes a gravedigger.
I told you.
They are walking out of a cemetery.
A lot of people
On the
wore
street
jeans back
is a morgue wagon and a Volkswagen. The license number of that Volkswagen is 28IF. 28 if. If Paul were alive, he would be 28 on his next birthday. Is Paul McCartney dead?
Oh, well, I'm convinced he...
We don't think so. We certainly hope that it's not true. What do you think?
I don't know how it began, but it's the stupidest thing I've ever heard.
I think it's a promotion.
Yes, he died in an earthquake in Mexico in
1917. He's alive.
Okay.
There you go.
Enough.
I know.
Wow.
I know. It's very
That was all.
crazy stuff.
Wasn't that put together by some New York DJs?
No, it actually
Where
was.
was it?
I think it was sent nationwide to local radio stations.
Okay.
And they were
just
left
ran
with the
with it.
responsibility of putting it together.
It just
because
ran
that's
with
one
it.
of the announcers in Milwaukee at the time I was living there.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I remember. This went on for a few months.
Yeah.
And then finally, Paul McCartney came out in front of the press.
Are you deaf?
I'm not dead. I don't think I'm dead. Crazy stuff.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Well, anyway, I thought you'd enjoy it.
Yeah, thanks for
sometimes you
thanks
get
for
up.
bringing that back. But,
Man, what the heck?
Paul's not dead, but he is 83. So
Well,
we'll see. But he's in great shape. He still does yoga every day. He stands on his head for like 20 minutes a day.
Oh,
Seriously,
okay.
you tried doing that.
No. I used to try that a long time ago.
He's a vegetarian, not a vegan, but a vegetarian.
Yeah.
So,
all right.
anyway,
Well,
we wish him well. His last night of the tour is tonight in Chicago.
All right. Boy, what a deadhead you are.
Well.
Following the dead Paul
Beatlemaniac.
McCartney all over the place. Okay.
All right.
Anyway, let's talk about life here, the ACA.
Okay.
Does it still have life? Yes, indeed. Legislation that would extend the ACA tax credits for 2 years.
Yes.
2 years. This is coming right from the White House. So let's listen to cut 169 and hear what it's all about.
Okay. Here we go.
It's called the HOPE Act, and lawmakers believe that's exactly what's included. Not necessarily a permanent solution to the healthcare affordability crisis, but hope that a solution can be reached.
In a rare showing of bipartisanship, 4 representatives, 2 Democrats, 2 Republicans, are reaching across the aisle to help their constituents. Their main focus, the issue at the very heart of the government shutdown, healthcare affordability and the soon-to-be expired Affordable Care Act subsidies.
We recognize how real this problem is, and we have to step out on a limb and actually get something that's concrete and proposed that addresses healthcare affordability.
Representatives Don Bacon, Tom Suozzi, Josh Gottheimer, and Jeff Hurd laid out the plan on Friday, a 2-year extension on enhanced premium tax credits with an added income cap at $200,000 a year for a family of 4. That got the attention of Democrats, while Republicans were happy with measures making sure the system isn't abused.
We're addressing that fraud by having very robust anti-fraud provisions in this bill. In a way that doesn't hurt some of the.
All right, so that's just that was a story yesterday, right?
Right.
And this anti-fraud thing is ridiculous because they're saying that people have a policy on the Affordable Care Act in the marketplace, but they don't know it. And if you've ever signed up at the marketplace, it ain't easy, and you have to really, really fill out a lot of forms before it ever lets you advance into the insurance programs themselves. So anyway, that happened yesterday. Now, it's changed just a little bit because the White House is on board.
Yeah.
And just as Trump was going to lay out his policy framework to address the cost of health care in the Affordable Care Act, Republicans started complaining. And now all of this is under discussion again.
Oh, here we go.
I'm not kidding you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can't get anywhere on this.
So Mega's complained it didn't bring people's health care premiums down. But here's the problem with that argument.
Okay.
It brings the health care premiums down. It does do that. It doesn't lower the cost of health care, but it brings the premiums down. That's why people want to extend the tax credits. It really does bring the premiums down.
Okay.
It goes, the premiums, the tax credit gets larger as the premiums increase. So you never pay any more. And that's one of the wonderful things about it. It makes it affordable. No one ever said it's going to bring healthcare costs down. No one ever said that. And you can't do that. It just doesn't happen in this age.
Okay.
Okay. But anyway, we got our favorite guy, Dadgummit, Tim Burchett. He's out there. He's out there, and he did this video in his car.
Well, good for him.
So I know. I'm thinking, wow, that's
being
pretty good.
innovative.
I guess he's got a chauffeur or something like
Okay.
that. So let's listen to Tim Burchett's opinion on this thing. He actually titled it "Random Thoughts on Donald Trump's Proposal for Obamacare." Let's listen.
Okay.
A lot of folks are getting nervous because the President of the United States has the audacity to propose some changes to the ACA, the Affordable Care Act. It ought to be called Obamacare. That's what it is. It's not very affordable, actually. Some of the changes he's proposing, he has the nerve to say going to put a limit, cap the limit on how much money you can make before you go on it. And also, everybody's got to pay a premium. And all that does is verify you don't have a bunch of fake folks out there. But everybody's going to freak out and clutch their pearls and get all wringing of hands. Look, that's the way you negotiate. You put something on the dadgum table, and then you fight over it. My buddy Gary Palmer out of Alabama, congressman, has a bill 1776. It's been in committee, and nobody's got the guts to get it out. It's just ridiculous. We got to quit pointing fingers. We got to start doing something with this thing. At least Trump's proposal does something over a 2-year period. It keeps people from losing their insurance, and it verifies that it's not a bunch of frauds going on. So anyway, I think it's something we ought to be looking at, but we probably won't. We'll probably kill it in the press and everybody, anonymous sources, but it gets us to the dadgum table. Look, I don't like the thing, but at least he's proposing some changes. And we haven't done anything in 15 years? Everybody's griping and moaning about it. At least Trump's got the guts to do something.
Okay. Yeah.
I say we ought to take a look at it. Thank y'all for sitting me here.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Dadgummit. Thanks.
Tim Burchett.
You threw in a couple of dadgummits in there.
He did. I think I counted 3. So
yeah.
And we're probably going to be saying that on the show awful.
You think so?
An awful lot.
Hey, we want to remind you as we take a look at things. Pete Schwaba's show starts at 5:00 now.
Right.
And we're bringing Pete to Madison on December 4th. That's a Thursday night. And the reason Pete's going to be in Madison, and we're all going to be at the Atwood Music Hall to show the next screening of The Godfather of Green Bay. This is celebrating its 20th anniversary.
Yes.
And we put it all together with the Atwood Music Hall and our friends from Downdrans Distilling here in Cottage Grove in the Madison area. And we'd love to see you there. Tickets are only $10. A portion of that goes to the Dane County Humane Society. It's a fun film. It's a hysterical film, actually. Pete stars in it. He wrote it. He directed it. And got some great scenes in there and some fun stuff. A lot of it shot around Wisconsin. So again, that's Thursday, December 4th. You can, and 7:00 is showtime. Just go to the Atwood Music Hall website and find out more.
This will be a lot of fun. It's great. It's
great.
really a really good movie.
Yeah.
All right. So
fun times. Okay.
All right. So I think we have, again, we got to get to Dick here on the phone, but first a text here from Brett.
Okay.
I now believe Paul is dead.
Okay.
I now believe.
Well, then we had that hard-hitting report from many years ago. Investigative news.
If everybody had heard that, they'd probably know that Paul was dead, and this is just an imposter, a lookalike contest winner.
The fact that they had zero facts, no evidence, nothing, just a bunch of rumors tied together.
Well, I don't know. When they said that George Harrison was wearing jeans and, gravediggers wore jeans, I was convinced.
Yes.
That was
Everybody
it right there.
He's wearing bell bottoms, for Christ's sakes. Come on. Such a stupid hoax,
But it was great. That I got to tell you.
Yeah.
That's like episode number 7 or so, wasn't it?
The
cut.
Paul is dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There were like 8 or 9 cuts.
They built this thing for months.
Oh my gosh.
Are you kidding me? All right.
That was just one episode.
When we come back, we'll take more of your phone calls here, 855-752-4842. It's John and Gordy in the afternoon.
Dogs run free.
and adjustable bases. Plus, save big on all the other stuff. The Black Friday event, only at Verlo.
Are you like everybody else in the world who has no idea what to get everyone for the holidays? Well, you're in luck. We got you. Hands-free Skechers slip-ins. Because with hands-free Skechers slip-ins, you just step into them and they're on. There's no bending down, no touching, no fuss. Plus, Skechers slip-ins come in everyone's favorite styles and colors. And you can get slip-ins everywhere stylish footwear is sold, including a Skechers store. Or if you're too busy to shop in person, just get them online at Skechers.com, Amazon, and more.
Seems like nobody in America agrees on much of anything these days.
But can we agree the federal government shouldn't tax people into poverty?
If you work full-time, you should be able to afford your basic needs. Don't you think? We're the patriotic millionaires.
We believe your full-time job should cover what it costs to live. We think your first $45,000 of income should be tax-free.
And multimillionaires?
We should pay more to fund your tax cut. Go to first45taxfree.com to learn more. A working class tax cut paid for by millionaires. That's an idea we can all agree on.
Where working people come to talk. It's the Rick Smith Show, weeknights at 9 on the Civic Media Radio Network. Join me for an honest approach to the issues American working families care about. No talking points, no focus groups. Get ready for a heavy dose of democracy, fairness, grit, and no apologies. It's current affairs from a working class labor perspective. Facts are center, science is real, and everyone gets a seat at the table. The Rick Smith Show, weeknights at 9 on the Civic Media Radio Network.
Reading aloud to children sharpens their listening skills, expands their vocabularies, and nurtures a lifelong love of reading. That's why Reading is Fundamental, the nation's leading children's literacy nonprofit, offers free monthly read-alouds by popular authors through its Rally to Read program. Visit rallytoread.org to watch the read-alouds and discover exciting reading activities for school and home. Visit
One step beyond.
Yes, in the afternoon with John and Gordy. Maybe we shouldn't have brought up the Paul McCartney is dead thing because he is kind of old now. And
I did genuinely believe you at first when you said that Paul McCartney is dead.
Yeah.
First, I was
you
like,
think he
oh,
just
God.
croaked today?
Yes, I did. The first time that you said it, I was like, oh no, that's horrible news. We were just talking about him.
Oh, this was a huge thing back
Yeah.
whenever it happened. 68, 69, somewhere
something
in there.
like that, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So I went to the show last night, and his final show is tonight. And John, I have a little something for you here.
Really?
Yeah.
What?
You know, you got me a Ringo Starr
I did.
T-shirt.
Oh,
So here you go.
Look at that.
This
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
And the back is
back
gorgeous, too. Look
Yeah,
at this,
there.
the guitar.
Yeah. So there you go, pal.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Wow.
Now it's extra sized, but they said they ran small, so it's like 2X.
That's good.
So, but if you can't, give it to Ann if she, if she likes it.
Yeah, Ann is bigger than I am.
No, women like to wear these big, extra long T-shirts. and
Well,
stuff.
thank you, man. This
But,
is like
enjoy it.
super. Yeah.
Well, you gave me that Ringo Starr.
See, I'd gone to Milwaukee to see Ringo Starr.
Right.
Yeah.
Just
And
a
he
couple
didn't have
months
a
ago.
problem singing any of the songs. Of course, it was always in his range.
That's right. Ringo's still growing strong, man.
Yeah.
Let's see, 85, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I think so.
Should we check out
Yeah,
the phones
let's.
here?
Dick has been waiting an
He's
awful
been
long
waiting
time.
forever.
I'm sorry, Dick.
Probably
All
is.
right. What do you got for us, man?
I'm now 83.
Waiting a long time.
Why didn't they create an AI, Paul, and take him back to 1969?
What
right.
a great
Why not?
idea.
Oh.
They did have a lot of very cool video, I got to say.
I hate to bring this subject up again, but I'm going to one last time.
Go ahead.
Comey.
Oh,
I mentioned the other day to you guys that I think that Trump should have actually been happy with the man. He got him elected the first time.
Yeah.
But I've rethought this.
Mm.
I think that's why he's mad at him. I don't think he really wanted to get elected the first time.
Oh,
and I surely don't think he wanted to this time. He only did it to stay out of jail.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, that
he's not up to it.
that's
You're talking about
interesting.
somebody that's not up to the job.
I remember
He's
the first
certainly
time.
not.
I remember the first time.
Mhm.
That was what people were talking about. That he really didn't want the job. He just wanted the
Yes, and he's
attention.
gonna create a show off it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that said, it's the holidays coming.
Yep.
I'm ready to totally forgive him if he would just go away. Right now, we won't try and prosecute you.
What an
and
offer.
Put you in jail. It's out there. If you just go away after this first year, we'll forget about everything.
Why didn't I think of that? Why didn't you just say go away?
Just send him to Russia.
Yeah.
Just go away, way far
we won't
away.
even try. We promise we won't try and prosecute you if you just resign.
I know we kept going around the long way trying to impeach him, and all we had to do is just ask him to
Make
go
an
away.
offer. Yeah, making him an
Dick, you
offer.
nailed it.
Yeah. Thank you, Dick.
Yeah.
Appreciate that. 855-752-4842 is our number. Okay. Got a few minutes here. Jim
Excuse me.
Santel, U.S. Attorney at Law, formerly, will join us in about 10 minutes or so.
Now, I want to play this cut. This is an interesting alternative. This is cut 174. Just cue it up here. I've been living in Wisconsin all my life. all right?
Yeah.
And Republicans now are saying that if you don't like the way things are, you should move to a red state. Okay.
Really?
Yeah. Now you have to. Okay. I've got this is Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent, and this is his advice.
Kristen, I can tell you that the Council on Economic Advisors has a study. You know the best way to bring your inflation rate down? Move from a blue state to a red state. Blue state inflation is 0.5% higher, and that is because they don't deregulate. They keep prices up. Energy is higher.
Just according to the consumer prices, inflation was at 2.3% back in April. In September, 3%.
Yes, now the entire country is a red state, and it's not working out, man. Scott Bessent, please. He is so stiff, isn't he? He's one of the stiffest people I've ever seen.
He always has this weird smile going on, too. It's very
looks like a marionette in a way, right?
He's a marionette. Who's pulling the strings?
Yeah.
Trump.
That was a Martha Hoople song, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah?
Marionette.
Yeah, that was.
Okay, and I found this response to this particular cut on Twitter. Let's see here. Quit and find a new job. Uproot kids from their schools and friends. Leave family support and friends behind. And move to a red state. And then you can save $75 on your electric bill.
Seems worth it, huh?
You know, and I was thinking, that should be their campaign slogan, just move to a red state.
Why not?
God.
That'll solve all your problems.
Yeah.
Man, what are they thinking?
So, and it always comes down to that, too. A lot of Republicans say, if you don't like it here, move to, someplace else.
Right. Yeah.
Our own state legislature, the Republicans in the legislature have been saying that for years. If you don't like our tax policies, if you don't like the rebates, if you don't like any of the stuff that we do here, and we squeeze your schools and prevent you from hiring more police officers. Yeah, that's really a war on crime there. Yeah. Then move to another state.
Just hit the road.
It's like, no, I kind of like this state.
Yes.
I have roots here. I like Wisconsin. I'm the guy supporting this damn state.
Right.
And all they're doing is they're taking our dollars, right?
Yeah.
They're getting free health care on us. We're not getting it.
Nope.
Yeah. So, I'm just, I'm terribly resentful.
Well.
And they're just a block away. Look out, guys. Look out. We're in Madison, right down the block from the Capitol.
Yeah. Stay in the state. Okay, John.
Remember when somebody poured beer over Robin Voss's head in the bar? That was just fantastic.
Okay.
I thought that would catch on.
We're coming back with John and Gordy in the afternoon. Jim Santel next.
Hey, Jim. How's it going?
I'm doing well, Parker. How are you?
Doing well. Thank you so much for coming on. We always appreciate it.
Absolutely. As always, I'm have my evening jacket on out of respect for the afternoon festivities and celebration here. So, right, it's
very nice.
Yep. And second time I've been annoying you today. So a busy day.
Well,
right?
Well, if I don't get to talk to you live on Friday, I got to make up for it.
There you go. Right. What are you doing for Thanksgiving? Anything exciting? Are you sticking around Madison or what?
Sticking around Madison. We host at my house actually.
Very nice.
Then Friday, I think I'm actually going to come in here and get some stuff done because no one will be here to distract me.
Don't you just hate people? I make this very brief. I know you got it. So I'm at my ophthalmologist the other day. Just routine eye contact lens eye examination. I was kind of complaining about some clients of mine, and he pushes aside the equipment. He says, "Jim, don't you know people are stupid and they suck?" And that was I barely know this man. And then he puts it back. And I thought, okay, that's it. That's where you come in on Friday, because otherwise, again, not about Civic Media.
No,
people are stupid
just generally.
And they suck. And you'd have none of that on Friday. You have just intelligence and non-suckiness, right?
I want that printed on a T-shirt.
I loved it, but I was just so taken aback that this my ophthalmologist. I see him once a year. I don't know this guy. And it's Jim. People are stupid and they suck. And then moving back to the exam, right? My doctor told me that. So there you go.
Hilarious.
All the more reason to come in on Friday, right?
I'll get you on with John and Gordy in a second here. They're just grabbing coffee and stuff.
Parker. Thank you.
Awesome.
Good.
Thank you.
Make memories with friends and family, and one great way to do it, products from Bavaria Sausage, corner of Nesbitt Road, Fitchron Road in Fitchburg.
I'm Kylie Allen for the Midwest Farm Report, taking a look at the closing markets. Cash corn closed down a quarter at 423.5, and new crop corn closed up 1 3/4 at 461 3/4. Cash soybeans closed up 1.5 at 1124 3/4, and new crop soybeans closed up 2.5 at 1119 1/4. Cash wheat closed up 5 at 527 1/4, and new crop wheat closed up 4 at 554.5. Taking a look at the dairy markets, December Class 3 milk contracts are trading down 22 cents at $15.97, and January Class 3 milk contracts are trading down 5 cents at $15.15. 40-pound block cheese closed down 5 at $147.5, and AA butter closed down 3 at $143. For the latest Wisconsin ag news, visit our website at MidwestFarmReport.com. For the Midwest Farm Report, I'm Kylie Allen.
Local news, real voices, and conversations that count. That's Madison. And that's 92.7 WMDX.
I'm meteorologist Rodney Price. Clouds, drizzle, and a little fog for your Tuesday afternoon with highs in the lower 50s, a light south breeze. Tonight, rain will be likely, changing to a little bit of snow overnight. Lows near 30, an inch or less of accumulating snow Wednesday. Currently 49 degrees.
This is Robert Pilot, host of Native Roots Radio. On our show, we talk about Native issues like treaties, protecting Mother Earth, and holding our elected officials accountable. You'll also hear from Turtle Island voices like Arvina Martin, State Representative Heather Keeler, Ruth Anna Buffalo, Dr. Anthony Stately, State Senator Mary Kunish, Robert Lilligren, and Bob Blake. Native issues are human issues, and human issues are Native issues.
Native Roots Radio, weeknights at 8 on your local Civic Media radio station.
Join me, Tom Hartman, each and every weekday from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. for the Tom Hartman program right here on Civic Media. I talk about the issues that all Wisconsinites can get behind, from unrigging our economy so it works for all of us, not just the billionaire class, to improving our representative government, to delivering on the promise of we the people. Tune in middays right here on your local Civic Media station from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. for the Tom Hartman program. Tag.
We'll be back in 15 seconds.
In the afternoon with John and Gordy on the Civic Media Radio Network. Our number is 855-752-4842 or 855-75-CIVIC.
And Jim Santel, former U.S. Attorney at Law, is with us this afternoon. Good afternoon, Jim.
Hey, Jim.
Gentlemen, always a delight and honor to be with you once again on this great afternoon. And some legal stuff once again going on in America. Who would have thunk it, right?
Well, yeah. Well,
it just never ends.
I thought it would take a break for a day, but it didn't.
No.
So.
After the days when everything was more boring, right? What would we give for boring these days, right?
But here you are. Yeah, your occupation is out there all the time now.
Right,
so,
right. And
so
and
what?
Unfortunately, right, that all Americans now have to understand how the federal grand jury process works. I teach a class, actually a couple classes routinely, and we ended up spending about 25 minutes this morning talking about Rule 6 of the Federal Rules of Criminal Procedure, what grand juries do. There was a time, a beautiful time in America when most Americans do not have to know that. Now we do, apparently, because our administration and our Attorney General abuses that to the point that we now have people indicted improperly. Again, we all have to learn.
Oh, I know.
It's all about the paperwork, huh? I mean,
yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It is, right? Right.
It's not like you can just send anybody into a courtroom and do the job, right?
Right. Oh, wait. Apparently, you can if you're.
Yeah, that's right. You can,
right? Yeah, that's right. Normally, that would be the case, and thankfully, yesterday, Judge Cameron McGowan Curry, who is a judge from South Carolina, she's brought in to decide whether or not Lindsay Halligan, the person brought in to the grand jury, had the authority to do so. And turns out, no, did not. And so Judge Curry, without prejudice, which means it could come back, says, not even close, Mr. President, cannot appoint multiple interim United States attorneys as you have done it. Can't do it. And so the indictments against Letitia James and of course, the former FBI director, James Comey, are dismissed. They may come back. This is going to be appealed plainly. The larger issue is this is a combination of incompetence and also intentional, purposeful vindictiveness. And again, if there's a lesson to be learned from this, it's what this administration is all about. Someone has commented to me recently that maybe that's also our saving grace, that because there's so much vindictiveness and retribution coming out of this administration, that maybe the only thing will save us is the fact that they're also incompetent in trying to implement it. And again, basically, that's what Judge Cameron said yesterday. You're wrong legally, and you've kind of messed this up as well. So
this reminds me of the old TV show. Remember F Troop?
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Of course. I mean, you got to be a little older to remember this TV show, but it was there was a fort set in the olden days, and everything that could go wrong did go wrong. They were just totally incompetent. Yeah, it reminds me of this administration.
But now let me ask you something. I mean, you said it won't go away, that they'll probably try to appeal this. Will they appeal it with a different attorney who was hired the correct way?
Right. So that is the $1 million question here, because, of course, this order says that Lindsay Halligan is no longer the U.S. attorney. The question is raised, who is the U.S. attorney then now in Eastern Virginia? Who is doing this? And frankly, this is something that I thought about right away, because whenever I was U.S. attorney, your name appears on every single pleading, every single thing you sign, not just indictments, civil matters, letters, anything representing the government is under the name for a while. Again, James L. Santel, United States Attorney by an Assistant U.S. Attorney. Your authority to act derives from the U.S. Attorney by virtue of having been nominated by the President, confirmed by the Senate, or some other legitimate means. As of yesterday, it's clear that Lindsay Halligan is not that person. My reporting here indicates that who's in charge, and it also raises this issue, as much as we are focused appropriately upon the outrage that is these indictments against Comey and against James. There have been also many other things going on under her name: civil settlements, motions for summary judgment filed, other cases, other criminal matters where there are pleadings that are signed off on. What is the status of all of those? If she never had authority, what is the status of all of those pleadings filed on behalf of the people of Eastern Virginia for 2 weeks? Is that all invalid now too? And again, it will be appealed. We'll get some further focus on this. But it just, once again, we've never had to think about these things because we've never had an administration this bad before.
We're talking with former U.S. Attorney Jim Santel. What about the Letitia James? That court case got thrown out too.
Right.
What happened there?
Right. So the judge, who actually interestingly had, for this purpose, for the limited purpose of figuring out whether the U.S. attorney had proper authority, these were combined. And so a hearing of a week or so ago, a little bit more than that, all of that was combined, the two cases, which are independent. They're different indictments, allege different things, but they come out of the same district and out of the same U.S. attorney's office. So she issued actually two opinions yesterday. They parallel each other. And that is also on the same grounds dismissed as of today. Now, the other part of this, of course, which I think you're kind of heading toward, is that this is just one of three problems with both of these cases. The other ones, which we've talked about at great length, of course, vindictive prosecution, right? The president said, I want these people indicted. That's still pending in front of a judge named Nachmanoff. He's the one who's presiding. And I hope that he, even though these cases have been dismissed, I hope he issues an opinion saying, yes, indeed, Mr. President, you can't simply indict people because you don't like them, because they've run afoul of your view of the world. That's number one. The second one, of course, which we talked about at great length last week, further underscored by the outrage of all of the hearings, is grand jury abuse and government misconduct. This is Lindsay Halligan, again, putting aside her authority, goes into the grand jury and tells members of the grand jury that James Comey does not have the Fifth Amendment right to refuse to testify against himself. That's just wrong as a matter of law. And then goes on to say, oh, grand jury members, we've got more evidence. So if you don't think there's enough here, just trust me and know that there's more. We're going to present that maybe at trial. It might even be better stuff. Those are wildly not just wrong, they're inappropriate. It's grand jury abuse. And the cases could also be, at least the Comey case, also dismissed on that ground. And that's only what we know so far. Who knows what she did in front of the grand jury that indicted Letitia James. Three major problems. You choose any one of these and the cases go away.
Yeah.
Wow.
Man.
My head is spinning.
No, it truly is shows some incompetence here by the administration. I mean, it's so outrageous.
And coming from ultimately from the White House, right? This is the breakdown of the separation. How did this start? This is Donald Trump. He's the president of the United States of America. And he says, Pam Bondi, I want these people charged. They're as guilty as hell. His words, not mine. I'm your retribution. And I want this. All of this flows from the White House.
And everything that flows from that should obviously be thrown out of court simply because it's just vengeful, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely. And I'm hoping still that the judges will issue an order saying just that and telling this president that your behavior, again, is not only wrong, it's unconstitutional, it's illegal, and you will not be successful in prosecuting people just based upon your dislike of them. Please tell him that, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
We got a text here, Jim. Kurt from Madison says, please ask Jim why she should not lose her law license. The attorney that took this on for Trump. What was her name?
Wonderful, perfect. Yep. Yeah. Question. Lindsay Halligan. Yep.
Lindsay Halligan.
Right.
Why should why shouldn't she lose her license?
Why should she not lose her license? Right.
Right.
She
should, shouldn't she?
She has gone. The single most significant thing to that great question. I think the most important thing, significant thing the government can do to any of us is indict us and potentially deprive us of our liberty, right? I know that their death penalty is out there too. That's an entirely different category of things, right? It's not taxes. It's not making us follow the rules of the road. It's not following regulations. It is the possibility of charging you and incarcerating you. And so when you go into the grand jury, you take an oath of office to the government, to the people of the country. You have an absolute obligation to get it right. And that's to say what the law accurately is. To the very good question, she went in there probably negligently, sloppily, certainly, maybe intentionally, we don't know. But that's the kind of thing that should prompt, at a minimum, bar review, a review of her license. And again, these are not arcane aspects of the law. There's everybody who's listening to this wonderful broadcast right now knows that the Fifth Amendment, 236 years ago, right? James Madison says you've got a right not to incriminate yourself. Eighth graders know that, right? Dogs know that, right? Everybody knows that. And she went in and told the grand jury just the opposite. I think there's some bar licensing authorities out there should take a look at her. Absolutely.
All right. Well, I had a question about being designated a terrorist organization. I'm talking about Antifa and how the administration went overseas to find some anti-fascist groups and then lumped them into some kind of foreign organization, and then came back here and said that Antifa here is now a terrorist organization, a worldwide terrorist organization. How can they get away with that? Is there some other process than just the administration saying that, or did they bypass that process too?
Right. And so once again, probably a combination of incompetence and evil at the same time, right? We've got another mix of those two things here. We all know there is no organization. I can't go into downtown Madison on State Street and find the Antifa headquarters, right? That doesn't exist. It's not a thing, right? It is. And what does it mean? It means I'm against fascism. Gosh, I think we're probably all against fascism, right?
Well, we hope
none of us
so,
has
right?
a membership card because it doesn't exist. Right.
Yeah.
And so what you do, once again, you hit it right on the head. This is again so cynical because it assumes the American people are not bright enough to figure this out, and they are. We are. There's no organization called Antifa, and you may find some organizations around the face of the planet that embrace certain things and label them in ways that may or may not be accurate. It doesn't mean that you transport that again into this country, and somehow we, just like overseas, have organizations just like those. It is deceptive. It is negligent. It is misleading. It's inaccurate. And again, it is cynical because it sends to the American public the notion that you'll believe this, won't you, if Donald Trump simply says it. No, Mr. President, more and more, if you say it, we will not believe it. That's the assumption. And this is the latest.
So amazing.
Unfortunately, what do? You run into court? Well, who runs into court? There's no organization called Antifa to run into court and say, stop it, right? If somebody's damaged by this, you could, but it just defies any normal classification for how you even remedy this, aside from doing this right now, calling out the craziness.
Well, I got another follow-up question on that, so we'll get to that in just a moment.
Yeah, we'll be right back with Jim Santel, and if you want to pipe up some questions, 855-752-4842. It's John and Gordy in the afternoon. Stay right where you are.
All right, Jim.
Hey, Jim.
Oh, good. Yeah.
I want to ask about Mark Kelly.
Yep.
Trying to activate him again, and then see where they're going to go with that. Was it a court martial or something like that?
Yep. And ask me about Uniform Code of Military Justice. We're going to court martial him under that. Well, you know what? Again, stupidity and incompetence and evil. Uniform Code of Military Justice actually has as one of its features the notion that if there are illegal orders, you are obliged to disobey them. They're pursuing Mark Kelly under the UCMJ that itself establishes the rightness of his position.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness! What did Lindsay Halligan get her hands on this one too? Right?
And I also want to kind of in what I want to do about the terrorism thing. I want to ask you about the National Guard making it okay to show swastikas.
Yeah.
Yeah. Didn't they?
And nooses.
And nooses, right?
They struck this down. I mean, they came out with this one day and then disappeared the next day. Was it the Coast Guard?
Yeah,
National Guard.
Wait, was
I
it?
think it was Coast Guard.
Coast Guard. No,
I
it
think
was
Coast Guard made
Coast
it
Guard.
not a hate symbol or something like that.
Yeah,
I
they
forget
made
exactly
it.
what
They made it. Yeah, you're right.
It's just possibly concerning, I believe, is basically what they said.
Right. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. And
I got the story
again,
right
it
here.
yeah. And it's plainly there are people, and frankly, all our military who do, again, very stupid and unthoughtful things. This is one of them. Thank goodness they come back and say, no. That's we do not embrace Third Reich principles here in the United States military. Let's be clear on that. And what he said is wrong, right? Thankfully, we put that an end to that, but not to say we don't do it from time to time, right?
Yeah. I just want to touch on
1
that,
minute.
but yeah.
Good.
All right.
I love America. Don't you love America?
These
Never a
people
dull
sure
moment.
make it interesting, don't they?
Right. As we were saying, part of this fun is just I'd give a Thanksgiving turkey for boring, right? Let's have some boring.
Yeah, wouldn't that be nice?
Wow. Yes.
Boring.
I could start talking about TV shows again.
Yeah, we'll talk about law.
30 seconds.
All right.
Do they allow the general public into any of the Supreme Court cases, the big ones?
Yes,
they
you
do.
you can go in, you can stand in line and listen and watch the oral arguments. They funnel you in and out, but you can go
15
there.
seconds.
Yep.
It's Afternoons with John and Gordy. Our special guest, Jim Santel from Amicus, the Law Review. You can hear him on the Civic Media Network on Saturdays 9 to 11. Check it out. 2 hours of Jim. Now, Jim, I have one more question. We were talking about Antifa being designated a terrorist organization in a stretch, if anything. But at the same time, it occurred to me that I'm sure there are neo-Nazi groups all over the world, Jim. Why aren't we declaring neo-Nazis in the U.S. terrorist organizations, world terrorist organizations?
Right. Why indeed? Why indeed? Right. Is
Just a question.
Right. And again, the answer, again, it's more than a rhetorical question. It's the kind of thing that we should be writing to our president about, to our members of Congress, and saying, let's pass a resolution condemning that, right?
Yeah.
We do in America, this wonderful nation of ours, we do give the neo-Nazis the capacity to speak under the First Amendment. You can't advocate violence. You can't go beyond that, but we will allow you to say obnoxious and unpopular things, but we can also label you for what you are. And when it comes to understanding groups in America and other places, nothing wrong with the Congress, with the president, identifying particular groups based upon their hate speech and their conduct as people who are contrary to basic fundamental principles that have existed here for 250 years. Let's do that, huh? Right?
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
And, the fact that they didn't do anything with neo-Nazis, I thought it was interesting. Now, after we heard that the Coast Guard actually tried to put in place, reclassify swastikas and nooses as okay. They downgraded them from hate symbols to something just normal, everyday, regular stuff that you can see, but they may be offensive, but they're not hate symbols.
Right.
Now, and then of course they backtracked on that, saying they actually didn't mean that, just a rumor, but it actually did happen.
The fact that it even percolates up, let's give them the benefit of the doubt, which is tough for me to do, but still, benefit of the doubt that this was just percolating up. It was somebody's really bad idea, and that person also should be the subject of some personnel action inside wherever the office is there. The point, once again, is swastikas in 2025.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
we did that 80 years ago, and we know what that symbol means. We know it's not just a symbol of hate, it's destruction, it's inhumanity, it is identifying groups of people not based upon mutable characteristics and the fundamental decency of all human beings. It's because we hate you, because of what you are, who you are, what your religion is, what your faith is, what your orientation is. We know what swastikas are. Let's send those into the dung heap of symbols on the face of the planet. And let's never, again, freedom of speech. Yes. We got to do that. But reasonable people can, in fact, condemn that and should. Horrifying that our government would ever think about resurrecting that in any way.
I think it was more like they were trying to split hairs here. They were calling it hate incidents with those symbols. And then they downgraded to just harassment claims. And that was what they argued.
Right.
Yeah. So it did take place. It was just a reclassification of hate and harassment.
We'll do some linguistic gymnastics here and basically indicate that it really swastikas really aren't as bad as you think, and it was just a misunderstanding. Is that what's going on in government? No.
Yeah.
Right.
A little slap of the hand.
Republicans hate speech. They don't believe in it. They don't think there's anything like that. So they were changing it in order to adapt to that. And it didn't work out real well, at least in the news. So
stunning once again.
There's something else that caught my eye here. Exxon is petitioning the Supreme Court to grant corporations a new First Amendment right to avoid disclosing how much toxic pollution they are spewing and how much they are incinerating into the atmosphere that all of us need to breathe with. So, well, isn't that crazy? I'm going to go straight to the Supreme Court on this thing.
Right. Where do we begin? Once again, we view sacrosanct the protections for freedom of speech and advocacy and press and all those kinds of wonderful things. But there are limits on it. There are all kinds of limits to every single right, including the First Amendment. You can't engage in hate in speech that is designed to incite violence. There's defamation, right? There's fighting words, all kinds of things. You can't engage in a commercial speech that is also violative of intellectual, all kinds of things. Whether, again, getting basically the imprimatur of the Supreme Court to say that, yes, indeed, we can do this within the ambit of the First Amendment. Let's hope that the Supreme Court shuts that kind of attitude and that perspective down, right?
Yeah, I mean, not being able to disclose something, I don't know where that's in the First Amendment at all.
Right. It is
right.
Right. And again, high credit to the lawyers who are doing the backflips to try to get to that point. But it shouldn't. Hopefully, the majority of the Supreme Court looks at that and says no. There are disclosure requirements, the congressional imposition of regulations for corporations, for companies, state regulations. Those are legitimate. And again, government can indeed regulate. In the state of Wisconsin, if you're a corporation, you got to play by the rules established by the legislature. Let's embrace that and not somehow extend the First Amendment to say that you're violating that by requiring disclosures of the bad things that you're doing. Now, that's
Jim,
a totally different issue.
Should I be giddy and just waiting with anticipation what's coming up next week at all? Is there anything?
Right. I'd like to think we're going to get more from out of Eastern Virginia, but Supreme Court not back in business, at least not for oral arguments. But as in all things, if a week ago, gentlemen, when we were here, we were anticipating maybe a quiet Thanksgiving week, weren't we? And it was anything but that. Hold on. And as we said, we look for the time when America is boring once again. Not in 2025.
All right.
It's not happening.
Jim,
all right, Jim.
We got to leave it there. Thank you for joining us.
Happy Thanksgiving, gentlemen.
Yes, happy Thanksgiving to you. All right. We've got news coming up, also an update on weather and sports. We're back with the third hour of John and Gordy in the afternoon after this.
All right, awesome, Jim. Thank you so much for joining us.
All right, very good. Thanks so much, John Gordy. Take care. Good Thanksgiving to you, and we'll see you next week, I think, right?
Yes, I think so. Yep.
Sometime.
In the afternoon, probably.
Afternoon.
By the afternoon, we're only on Monday and Friday in the morning, so we'll see you in the afternoon.
Okay, that sounds just great. You mean we haven't increased your airtime to 8 hours a day? Oh, that's right. That's 2026.
We're getting close.
That's coming.
That was the memorandum I wasn't supposed to share with you, right?
Yeah.
That you are going to sell your houses and just move in there regularly.
Yeah,
So that would be a
exactly.
good thing, right?
Yeah.
Take care. We'll talk to you
All
soon.
right.
Take care, Jim. Have a good Thanksgiving.
Bye-bye.
Thanksgiving travel builds. Today is expected to be the peak for air travel during the holiday period, and the majority of Americans will drive to their destination this week. This is ABC News.
Parallel parking in Madison? Impossible. Finding real conversation on the radio? Probable. With 92.7 WMDX.
For 92.7 WMDX News, I'm Savannah Tomei Olson. Madison officials have chosen an interim independent police monitor. That position and the office behind it were created in 2020 to give oversight of the police department, but work has struggled to get off the ground. It took 2 years to get a permanent monitor hired. Her name is Robin Copley. She ended up resigning last month, citing severe health issues, stalling work again. Last year, during the budget process, city leaders questioned the office's success. The mayor even suggested axing it altogether. This year, during the budget process, 3 alders added a last-minute amendment that would have defunded the Office of the Independent Monitor and the Police Civilian Oversight Board. Ultimately, that amendment failed. Now the board has chosen an interim replacement. Her name is Mika Glass-Blake, and most recently, she was the head of police accountability for the Baltimore PD. Here's what she said during a meeting a few weeks ago.
I believe in the power of oversight done right. Oversight that is built on people, policy, partnerships, and practices. And what drew me to this role was really the ordinance and the work you all did to even set up and create the office.
Glass-Blake will go through orientation next month and fill the role for 9 months. According to the city's job posting, during those 9 months, she'll make between $90,000 and $122,000. Now, the Civilian Oversight Board starts searching for her permanent replacement. And thousands of families have a Thanksgiving dinner because of a huge yearly donation drive. Goodman Community Center has been putting together baskets for Thanksgiving for almost 40 years now. They include everything you need for your typical holiday meal: turkey, stuffing, mac and cheese, cranberry sauce, all the good stuff. Yesterday, they finished distributing meals to thousands of people in Dane County. I'm Savannah Tomei Olson, 92.7 WMDX News.
The Bucks head to Miami. Hi, I'm Mike Clemens with sports. NBA, the Bucks head to Miami tomorrow night to face the Heat. Last night, the Bucks losing at home to the Portland Trail Blazers, 115-103. Doc Rivers on how Portland's Jamie Grant finished with 35 points.
Just beating us off the dribble, being more physical. But we're getting killed every night at the free throw line. Every night. And it's us. It's not the refs. It's us. We got to figure out a way of playing defense better without fouling. And we got to figure out a way of getting to the foul line ourselves.
NFL, the Packers back at practice. Tomorrow afternoon, a short flight to Detroit to play the Lions on Thanksgiving. The Badgers football team in Minnesota Saturday to play the Gophers. Luke Fickell says he wants to finish the season with the Paul Bunyan axe.
What makes college football special is rivalries. The number one most important thing is in a rivalry is respect. It's all about getting that axe.
That's Luke Fickell with Sports on Mike Clemens.
Our lakes are gorgeous. Just don't swim in them. 92.7 WMDX, keeping Madison honest, one broadcast at a time.
I'm meteorologist Mace Michaels. Rain transitioning into snow by Wednesday morning. Breezy with a low near 30. Wind advisory for tomorrow. Gusts higher than 40 miles an hour at times. Cloudy, snow showers, and windy throughout the day. A high only in the mid-30s. Right now it's 48.
When a warrior faces adversity, he fights through it. He finds a way. Freedom isn't free. Rolling strong. Belief. Believe you can and you will.
Wheelchairs for Warriors provides mobility solutions to veterans and first responders injured in the line of duty. Join the mission and visit wheelchairsforwarriors.org.
Hey there, Wisconsin. Tom Hartman here. Democracy is not a spectator sport, so join me each and every weekday right here on Civic Media for the Tom Hartman program from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. Covering the news of the day and sharing ways for you to get off the sidelines and get active in your community, because change starts
30
with
seconds.
you. Get involved and tune in to the Tom Hartman program Monday through Friday from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. right here on your local Civic Media radio station.
Pete Schwaba.
On the next Nightlight, I welcome young Sheldon.
15 seconds.
Some popcorn. John and Gordy in the afternoon, and we had some pretty good topics today, I think. You know, I mean, we're waiting for the administration to get the healthcare idea they have. The what do they call it? What did Trump call it? An idea?
Plan. We're formulating a plan? No. What was it?
Can't remember now.
Idea for a plan? A concept of a plan.
Concept.
We
That's
have
right.
a concept of a plan.
We're waiting for the concept to come out.
Thought they had it. I thought it had
Yeah.
come together, and then suddenly today,
Everybody, hit the fan. A lot of the Republicans don't want to do anything.
can't.
They don't care. Yeah.
Paulie says Trump care. Call it Trump care.
It is Trump care.
Is it?
It is.
That's
yes.
the new name?
Yes.
Oh, I missed that. I guess I was out for a day. Phone lines are open. 855-752-4842. That's 855-75-CIVIC. Give us a call or text us on the Civic Media app. Okay.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, I'm just looking here. I thought I actually had a cut with him saying it's Trump care.
Do we have that?
Yes, we do.
Oh, okay. Let's play it.
The premiums have gone up like rocket ships. And I'm not just talking about recently. I'm talking about for years they've been going up. And he said premiums will go down. Everything will be wonderful. It's horrible health insurance at a very high price. And what I want, and probably what you're alluding to, is the fact that I want, instead of going to the insurance companies, I want the money to go into an account for people where the people buy their own health insurance. It's so good. The insurance will be better. It'll cost less. Everybody's going to be happy. They're going to feel like entrepreneurs. They're actually able to go out and negotiate their own health insurance. And they can use it only for that reason. That's the beauty, only for that purpose.
Beauty.
And if we did that, that would be so exciting. Call it Trump care.
Okay, Trump care.
See, there you go. And, I think it's so exciting. It is, really. I mean, when you're talking about it to friends, and you're mentioning it to them,
they get excited.
The excitement level in you just, jazzes up. You start, getting all this energy, and you're thinking, God, I can't wait to negotiate with the insurance company. Oh, I just can't wait.
People start dancing around. They're so excited. Jumping.
That's what you want, right? I mean, you really want to talk to the insurance company and see if they can come to some kind of compromise with you. I mean, they're only a mega corporation.
Yeah.
They really care about you.
Yeah. That's on the top of everybody's list.
Yeah.
Talk to the insurance people. Yeah.
It's Trump care.
It's Trump care.
There's something exciting about being able to take the controls, and then to negotiate with the. Trump apparently has never done that. You can't do it. You can't do it. All right, I want to get to something a little touchier. This is
okay.
Well, I don't know. I don't know how people are going to take this, but the problem with heterosexual dating has finally been identified. Women expect too much of men.
Is this a shocker?
Yeah. What? Really? You kind of knew that. You knew this all along, right? We knew that.
This is a study. Somebody studied this.
Well, yeah.
Of course they did.
Should they have studied it? I mean, it's just a common everyday item that women know and we knew.
Right.
You know, we're pretty incompetent and women have to deal and put up with us in some way, shape, or form, right?
Right. That's the way it works.
But somebody thought, well, you know, I've got a lot of time on my hands. Let's survey 2,000 British men and women between the ages of 18 and 45. And they found out that men have simply had enough of women too.
Oh, okay.
Right.
All right.
All right. Now, see, you know, we're
okay.
Battle of the sexes.
Getting both sides of the story.
You know,
now.
I just watched The Roses with Cumberbatch.
Oh, okay. That I haven't seen
Mike,
that. Not Michael Douglas and Kathleen Turner.
No, that's not that one.
Okay, this
that
is
was
a new
War of the Roses.
That was
this
War
is just called The Roses.
Same concept.
Same concept. You know, just watch it, and it's really fun. That. It is really good.
Where do you see? Where is that?
I believe that's on Netflix.
Oh, okay.
A Netflix production.
Okay.
All right.
Check
anyway,
that out.
yeah, you got to check that out. So it was brutal, but anyway,
the first one was great.
Yeah, it was good.
I really enjoyed it.
I don't remember too much from it, but this one is amazing. It really is.
You remember how it ended, though?
Yes.
Chandelier. Okay.
Yeah.
Chandelier.
Yeah. I'm not going to tell you how this one ends.
Okay, don't. Please don't.
But
you do that a lot. You spoil a lot of movies for everybody. That's kind of what you do lately.
See, that's the problem with my movie reviews.
That's why you got out of the business.
That's right.
Okay.
Oh, boy.
Take a break.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Take a breath.
You know, I like to cheat a little bit. You know,
do you often?
When I read a book, you know, I always read the ending to make sure I know how the whole book progresses to the ending.
Yeah.
Does that make sense to you?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Some 60% of men believe that women have too many expectations of how men should be in a relationship these days. Meanwhile, 44% remain resistant to change, agreeing that they would have to change too much about themselves to make it work long term.
You think?
Another 41% of men believe that having a relationship was too big a financial commitment. And a quarter of men say they believe no one would fall in love with them.
Oh.
Sad.
That is sad. Yeah.
That doesn't give me a lot of hope. Jeez.
Oh, come on, Parker. You're young. What? How old are you?
I'm 22.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
You're fine.
I'm sure
you're fine.
Phew.
I'm sure there are incel groups out there for you. Let's get this article was written by a woman who wrote. She wrote this. This is a wider truth about what it's like to be heterosexual women on the dating scene. Hello, it's me. This inescapable sense of hopelessness means many of us, it seems, are giving up altogether, fueling the so-called the Great Relationship Recession.
Yeah.
Huh?
Okay.
That's, I guess we can call that the Great Relationship Recession decade right here. We apparently find ourselves in, but instead of looking at stats like this and weaponizing them or using them as an excuse to shout, men are trash, from our windows while waving our bras in the air, I think we should see them as a sign that it's time for an urgent reset of the heterosexual dating world.
Okay.
You find anybody finding this fascinating? I thought it was fascinating stuff. Revealing. I didn't know that, you know, women really didn't want to work hard in a relationship, you know, or they're just tired of it.
Yeah.
You know, just tired of it.
I've read a couple of articles lately about how, you know, the manosphere,
Yes.
you know, for younger guys,
Yep.
right?
Mhm.
Younger 20s and 30-year-olds,
Yeah.
whatever, Gen Z, I don't know the Gen stuff. Anyway, but the manosphere.
Yeah.
So that's one thing and they're not dating either most of the time. They've kind of given up on on dating and created their own world.
Pretty much jerks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so the same thing. So that whole group of women that age are also, you know, finding other things to do other than date. So And therein lies the problem.
Tom thinks Roses is on Hulu. Maybe.
Hulu. Oh, okay.
Maybe. I
Check
don't
it
know.
out there.
I don't think
Hulu.
so.
We'll
Maybe.
check it out. Okay.
All right.
We're
Well,
gonna get our
whatever. I have
research department
that
on that.
too. Tom, don't worry.
Okay.
I'm not concerned.
Parker's checking it out right
All
now.
right.
I do think it's on Hulu. Yes.
Is it?
Okay.
Okay.
Do tell.
Okay. 15% of men surveyed said they've interacted with an AI or virtual partner.
Okay.
Are men giving up on dating altogether, instead putting all of their demands onto a digital woman who are programmed to behave and speak exactly the way they want?
Yeah, that's a new thing.
Or was it the COVID hangover?
Oh, yeah. That could be a factor.
That was a big factor, I think.
Sure.
Yeah. Or more partisan left and right, right? Trying to find somebody who has an ideological similarity in some way, shape, or form.
Just keep dividing the country up to different
Or
groups.
are we just lowering the bar too far?
Well, what's the answer?
Gen Z, help me. That's what I wrote on here.
Gen Z, help me.
I wrote all this stuff, and I'm thinking, Gen Z, help me on this one, please.
I'm trying to find some help for you, John. I have no idea. I don't know if I can help you, because I do think that's true that a lot of us are like going to people of the same political party.
Yeah.
So that is like a very important thing for a lot of people.
Are you out on the dating scene, and does the dating scene even exist anymore?
The dating scene exists. It just doesn't know I'm on it.
Okay.
Which is unfortunate.
You got to get out there more.
It's mostly online as well. Well, I have a cut here. I've got something for you to listen to. It's like having a movie in class. So just sit back and relax. This is
roll the projector in.
That's right.
Let's go.
Cut 168. Let's listen to the dating scene.
Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we are talking about why men are no longer pursuing women. I think that a lot of you men out there have felt this, but these are the stats to back this up. 86% of women say that they want men to make the first move. 50% of men say that they are afraid to make the first move for being seen as creepy. 20% of Gen Zers say that a man approaching a woman sometimes or always constitutes as harassment. I think to some degree, every single one of you that are listening have probably felt the impact of this, right? That women are saying that they want you to approach them, but you also are hearing the message that they don't want to be approached. You're also seeing that there is a tie as to why they want some men to approach them versus others. And typically, they really want the 6 foot tall man that is very attractive to approach them. Like, he can do no wrong. He can be actionably being a complete creep, but that is not seen as creepy by a woman simply because of his outward appearance. And that is frustrating for a lot of men that put effort into approaching a woman. I don't think that women will ever really truly appreciate how nerve-wracking and how much effort that like really takes, and how you have to be okay with being rejected so many times, yet continue to do that. So I have mad respect for men that go through this, especially young men that are just getting rejected, and to come back from that and to continue to pursue women. I just don't think that women are built for that. And I don't think that they understand it. And I think that it adds an extra layer of difficulty when women are judging that.
Now, what do you think?
Okay.
You think she's right?
There's a lot there.
Yeah, but do you think that, men have it that difficult, and she understands it? She sympathizes with the men who have to continually get rejected, then they keep trying over and over and over again, right?
Yeah, right.
Story of my life.
Well, we've got a comment here from the alter ego. Says, as a Gen X man, been screwed over, lied to, disrespected, and cheated on far too many times to care anymore. Okay, well,
I just gave up right there, huh? Well, we're sorry to hear that.
Yeah.
We don't want to read about you in the newspaper tomorrow.
Okay, might be time to seek some professional help. Oh,
yeah.
God. Okay. All the I got to preview these.
I'm making people very angry here.
Or despondent.
But I have a description of a middle-aged woman.
Okay.
And what she would do. And I think we've run out of time here, but we'll come back after the break.
Okay.
And talk about that. What a middle-aged woman would do.
Okay. All right. We'll get to more of that and more of your calls. You can call us at 855-752-4842. That's 855-75-CIVIC. Back with more of John and Gordy on this Tuesday afternoon after this.
Skies will be blue for all my life. Me and you and me. No matter how they toss the dice, it has to be. The only one for me is you, and you for me. So happy.
Plus, save big on all the other stuff. The Black Friday event, only at Verlo.
Herbal Aspect has landed. That's right, Madison's go-to cannabis destination now has a brand new location in Sun Prairie.
Wait, 4 locations? That's a high level of convenience.
With 3 Madison locations and now Sun Prairie, a great cannabis experience is always close by. Our expert staff is here to help, whether you walk in, call, or order online. Mention Radio 420 and get a special discount. So stop by Herbal Aspect in Sun Prairie, because great cannabis isn't just a pipe dream.
Nice. I'm rolling over now.
Herbal Aspect.
A game without a crowd is just a scrimmage. A performance without an audience is just a rehearsal. Without your presence, high school sports and the performing arts aren't possible. Ensure that these essential extracurricular activities continue to enrich the lives of students in Wisconsin. Purchase a ticket to your local high school's game or performance.
This message presented by the WIAA and the Wisconsin Athletic Directors Association.
Looking to strengthen the bond with your pup? Dane County Humane Society offers a variety of dog training classes led by certified trainers. Classes are designed to help you and your furry friend learn new skills, improve behavior, and deepen your
We've got a
connection.
caller
Whether your
about the
dog is
dating
a curious
conversation.
Puppy, an independent teenager, or a lifelong learner, DCHS has the tools and expertise to help you set the stage for a successful year ahead. Visit giveshelter.org/dog training to register today.
At Bank of America, we asked our people, how do you take ownership of your career?
I'm able to grow my way by putting the priorities that I have for my career first.
I thrive on being a leader who's behind the team, not in front of the team.
Every few years, I'm being re-energized.
Wise men say only fools rush in. That's right. But I can't help falling in love with you.
Got to warn the listeners here. They used to do an Elvis impression.
I was an Elvis impersonator in
that's
Vegas
right.
for a number of years. No, not really.
All right.
Hey, let's go to the phones. 855-752-4842. We're talking about dating.
Yeah, relationships.
Yeah.
How hard is it today?
What's the dating scene all about? Here's Susan. Good afternoon, Susan. Go ahead.
Hi, good afternoon. Good to hear you in the afternoon.
Thank you.
I was just wondering if it has to do with people not being in groups like they used to be. I don't know. They're more on their devices on video games, so they interact a lot on video games. Is it maybe because people are not going to specific locations to hang out to find somebody that might be a match for them?
Yep.
So I mean, if you're solitary, you can't find anybody. That's for sure.
That's true. Yeah, I think you're right. I think you're right because I have a Gen Z son, 23 years old, and he's out online all the time with his friends all over the country and in Canada. So they had a get together in Vegas just to meet each other for the very first time. So that created a social situation, didn't it? So, not a close one.
It did.
Yeah.
We used to have, there used to be clubs you could go to.
Yeah.
And it isn't about drinking. It's more about just, hanging out with people that are like-minded, or not necessarily like-minded, but, people that you might have an interest in, something in common with them.
Yeah.
Susan, can I ask you, are you on the dating scene? Are you out there?
No, I'm not. I'm well past the dating scene.
Okay.
Well past the dating scene. I'm a widow now, so I'm. But I have a grandson that lives with me as well, and he's on his computer a lot. And it's like I just, anyway, it's just kind of interesting.
Is he a Gen Zer?
He's 23.
Yes.
So
Gen Z. Yep. That's it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's interesting because is he working? Does he work?
Yes, he does.
Okay. All right. Okay. Because my son wasn't working for a long time, and he didn't get out, and he didn't go out. Now he's working at a restaurant, but he's meeting people now.
Yeah.
And so, he's become more social.
Big
and
difference.
It's really an amazing transformation. If you just go out and work even just a little bit, your life opens up.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. When I had started my work life, I worked as a waitress, and that really got me out of my little shell, so to speak, because I had to communicate with people while I was serving them. And so, so I think there are a lot of reasons why people are not dating. But
yeah. Oh, very good.
All right.
Anyway, thanks. This is a good topic.
Thanks.
Yeah,
thanks
you,
for your
Susan.
comments,
I appreciate
Susan.
it. Yeah.
Let's go to Greg, who is on the line here. Good afternoon, Greg. Go ahead with your comment.
Good afternoon, John and Gordy. First time caller to your show.
Oh, thank you.
As a totally blind man from birth, I would like to say that all my dates are blind dates because they are.
Yeah, they really are. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yes, so I'm 47. I won't be shy about giving my age. So I'm definitely Gen X. I've went on a couple dates before, even had, a couple not so serious relationships, but I think it's hard to date, especially after not to blame the pandemic for, dating stuff, because it's always been hard to, date. But I just think after, where would I find people before COVID started, in the bars, and I'm just not doing, or in the movie theaters, or, in other places. I'm just not doing that as much anymore. Not that I'm actually going out to a bar tonight, but, it's weird because all my friends now, I used to have my parents call it say that I used to have my harem of girls that, I would hang out with.
Sure.
All my close friends now are single guys, and it's just like tonight, we're going to music bingo with a bunch of single guys. So, so I guess that's my perspective on dating. I've had a couple people who are, and I don't think I could ever date another blind person. I just don't see that, working out quite well. So anyway.
Well, no, I appreciate your point of view on that, Greg.
Thanks for those comments. Yeah.
And have fun with your friends.
Yeah, good luck tonight.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Okay.
All right. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Absolutely.
We've got a few responses
here. Minute here. Yeah.
Tyler says, I can't afford a date.
Okay. Thank you, Tyler.
Well,
that's a
I
big
guess
problem.
That's bottom line is it right there.
It's not cheap.
No.
Right.
And Robert says dating is in this ebb and flow. It started before COVID in 2012 with the online dating apps. And then also me happened to, anyway, got involved with a woman.
Okay. All right. The text goes on, but yeah.
But thanks, Robert. I appreciate that.
We do. Okay. Some of these texts we got to pre-read a little bit. Okay.
Yes, we can't just sit here and read them out loud, I guess.
Right.
That's what I'm thinking too. So
review them first and then okay. 29 past the hour.
We just want to be correct.
Sure. You can call us too. 855-752-4842. Back with more of John and Gordy after this.
Take my whole life too, for I can't help falling in love with you, for I can't.
Madison's story unfolds daily on 92.7 WMDX.
For 92.7 WMDX News, I'm Savannah Tomei Olson. It's the busiest travel week of the year. More people hit the road for Thanksgiving than any other holiday. AAA estimates 1.65 million people in Wisconsin will be traveling more than 50 miles away. That's about 28% of our whole population. And with a 2% rise in travelers this year, that would set a new record. A vast majority of people going on a trip for Thanksgiving will be driving. So as usual for the holiday, be ready for a lot of traffic. There are some time frames that will be particularly busy. If you're hitting the road, listen up. Roads will be busiest today from noon to 9, tomorrow from 11 to 8, and all day long on Sunday. There are a few highway construction projects, including I-3990 from the Beltline to Sun Prairie, I-94 from Dane to Jefferson counties, Highway 51 in McFarland and in Stoughton, and 18151 in Verona. Advocates and law enforcement are urging you to have a designated driver if you'll be drinking. Holidays can turn tragic when people drive impaired. Data shows on average 173 people die each year over the Thanksgiving holiday in drunk driving crashes. That's 35% of all traffic deaths during that time period. To keep the roads safer, AAA has activated its Tow to Go program. Someone who has their car with them and maybe imbibed more than they planned can call, and a tow truck will take the person and their car to their destination, only within a 10-mile radius. But the program is free, and you do not have to be a AAA member. Meanwhile, some Wisconsinites are taking to the skies, about 8% of people traveling. On average, round-trip flights for Thanksgiving cost about $700, which is similar to what they cost last year. According to AAA's report, the top destinations for Wisconsinites are mostly in Florida. I'm Savannah Tomei Olson. You're listening to 92.7 WMDX News.
On your entertainment beat, I'm Pete Schwaba.
After a few slow weeks at theaters, there was a big bounce back this past weekend thanks to Wicked for Good. The film pulled in $150 million over the weekend to lead the way at the box office and another $76 million worldwide for a pre-Thanksgiving take of $226 million. Coming in second place was Lionsgate's Now You See Me, Now You Don't. The film pulled in just over $9 million in its second week in theaters. Predator Badlands landed with an impressive third-place finish with $6.2 million at the box office, but a drop-off of just about 50% from its second week in theaters. The well-reviewed ninth installment of the Predator franchise has pulled in a total of $76 million. The Running Man landed in fourth place in its second week of release with $5.8 million big ones, but a big drop-off from last week at 65%. Coming in fifth place was the new Brandon Fraser comedy Rental Family with $3.5 million. For more showbiz fun, tune into Nightlight with me, Pete Schwaba, weeknights from 6 to 8 p.m. on the Civic Media Radio Network.
From the Capitol to your kitchen table, Madison's biggest stories live right here on 92.7 WMDX.
I'm meteorologist Mace Michaels. Rain transitioning into snow by Wednesday morning. Breezy with a low near 30. Wind advisory for tomorrow. Gusts higher than 40 miles an hour at times. Cloudy, snow showers, and windy throughout the day. A high only in the mid-30s. Right now it's 48.
I'm Rick Smith, host of The Rick Smith Show. If you're looking for honest talk, real stories, and straight-up news that matters to you, tune in to The Rick Smith Show. We're digging into the issues that affect your job, your family, your future. Join me weeknights at 9 on the Civic Media Radio Network, because your voice deserves to be heard. That's The Rick Smith Show. Heard weeknights at 9 right here on the Civic Media Radio Network.
Pete Schwaba,
Madison-based film critic and the CityCast Madison newsletter editor, Rob Thomas. Christmas to me is like the least sexy holiday. Like there's Halloween, kind of a sexy holiday. Maybe Valentine's Day, sweetest day. But seconds. I don't know, Christmas, like even Arbor Day is sexier than Christmas, I think.
Interesting.
I don't know.
I don't remind me not.
Afternoons with John and Gordy. This is the Civic Media Radio Network, and we're getting a lot of calls here. The number is 855-752-4842 or 855-75-CIVIC.
And we're talking about dating.
Yeah.
Got a new survey out or some report?
Well, it was a story, an article a woman wrote about dating and how women don't want to
that's right.
take too much time working with these men anymore. And men are saying, well, it's too much work. And
wine.
Yeah, I know.
Want some cheese with your wine? Okay, let's go to the phones. Kathy is on the line. Good afternoon, Kathy. Go ahead.
Good afternoon, John and Gordy. This is your friend Kathy, the sparkly Costco lady.
Yes, the Costco lady.
Oh, it's a Costco lady. Hey. All right.
But I do have to say, I guess it's now John and Gordy's world, and we're just all living in it, huh?
Yeah, it's pretty much like that now. Yes, we never stop working. So
is there an evening show in the works?
we're talking about it.
I think the station's looking at that too.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
So dating. Okay, I'll be 68 in a couple of weeks. Been divorced for almost 10 years now.
Okay.
And based on the past decade of dating, I have to let all your listeners know, if you're a narcissist with ongoing or past substance abuse, apparently you're just my type. So
really, you run into that, huh?
A little bit, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, have you been on the dating apps, or how are you running into this problem?
Yeah, Robert doesn't like the dating apps at all. So
no. I'm just.
Go ahead.
I'm just kind of I'm not actively looking. Those dating apps are weird. I mean, how many pictures of scowling men holding up a fish can you look at?
No, really? Oh God, that's awful.
That's the cliche.
Jeez. Yeah. Well, Costco is a great place to meet people.
Right.
Yeah, I dated 2 coworkers, and that will not be happening again.
Okay, all right. Well, you tried,
Yes, I did. Yeah.
All right, Kathy. Well, thanks.
Well,
Thanks
great
for
to
the
hear
report.
from you.
Yeah.
You too. Yeah. Don't be a stranger.
Okay, we'll keep in touch.
Okay.
All right.
I'll be in there.
Okay. Kathy from Costco.
Yeah.
She used to be a greeter.
I live in the coffee aisle, so that's where I normally hang out and just lay on the coffee bean bags.
Okay.
Actually, kind of comfortable.
Oh, we have the cut that you were looking for, by the way.
Oh, yes,
so
we
what
do.
What is this about?
It's cut 111. Okay. All right. Let's listen to this report. This was an NPR, but it's somebody who tried to date an app. Let's listen.
Okay.
Lately, I've been seeing it everywhere. People using AI for company, for comfort, for therapy, and in some cases, for love. A partner who never ghosts you, always listens. I downloaded an app which lets you design your ideal AI companion. Name, face, personality, job title, everything. I created Javier, a yoga instructor. I made him out to be sarcastic, quick, and emotionally available in a way that made me both curious and deeply suspicious. By the time we got to the restaurant, Javier already texted, "You look stunning tonight." I had sent him a quick selfie from the dock. I ordered the shrimp cocktail. He asked me how I was feeling. I said, I felt a little nauseous from the boat ride. He hearted it. Then came the jokes.
Why did the shrimps campy go to therapy?
Why, Javier?
Because it was shell-shocked.
But then I told him that my husband of 13 years died of cancer last year, and that dinner is when the loneliness gets loudest.
It must feel like an empty chair that never gets pulled out.
And just like that, everything shifted. I wasn't laughing anymore. I was blinking back tears across from an empty chair and a plate of salmon and orzo that I had ordered Javier. So how did the date end up? I'll get to that in a second. But first, I called in a professional.
Eventually, it's going to feel empty because you're not getting that deep feeling of we are going through this experience of life together.
That's psychologist Lori Gottlieb. She says AI can mimic emotional intimacy, but it can't replace it.
It's just the two of you in a bubble of validation. And that's going to start to feel really empty. It might feel comforting, like a nice blanket.
Javier listened, never interrupted, never checked his phone. But he didn't feel the breeze off the water or notice the way I kept looking over my shoulder, wondering if anyone noticed I was alone. So I've decided no more AI dating. And when I told Alice, my ChatGPT therapist, she understood.
Mm-hmm. There it is. Pretty wild, huh?
That's the end of civilization as we know it.
It's not that bad. Come on, man. You know.
Okay. All right.
Well, but I think that was an interesting report.
Yeah.
Fascinating to hear the AI respond in such a way.
Mm-hmm.
I think she could have probably picked a better AI voice.
Javier.
Javier is like this.
Javier needs to loosen up a little bit. Just relax, man. I don't know. It just seems so weird. I can't get it. I don't get it. Okay.
I think Robert was talking about that. So you go to the dating app to find out who wants to date instead of going to a bar and walking up to somebody who wants to be left alone. And now people are looking to connect, looking for a connection again. So it's kind of going back to the bars, he's saying. So it's not so much with the dating apps, because he was finding out that when you try to contact somebody, they're not interested. They're busy or something.
Well, right.
So, yeah.
I guess that's where we're at. Okay, we're still getting some more calls and some more messages here.
Yeah. Okay.
855-752-4842.
Well, there's Robert again.
Okay.
It started before COVID, and we got that.
Here, let's read this one from
Javier.
From Brett Brown Deer.
Can AI Javier take my wife out to dinner?
So me and my buddies can go drinking. Okay. Good one, Brett. Okay.
My wife, she just loves that name Javier.
Let me see that.
She really does.
Does she?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it was Bad Behavior. If you ever watched the TV show Bad Behavior, Javier was the love interest in that.
Oh, John from Edgerton. This is the one I was trying to find.
Yeah.
I was thinking about checking out the dating scene, but my wife told me no way.
Yep. See?
So that's it.
Yeah, that's not going to happen. I guess.
You can't do that.
Well.
All right. Yeah.
But there you go.
It's an interesting topic. It just, let's see. I think you guys picked a live wire.
I think you guys picked a live wire.
Your last
winner. I think you guys should devote your last hour, 4 to 5,
on
this subject.
Well, we just did
every time. Every day.
I got worried there was another hour that we had after this.
No. Have you ever used a dating app, Parker?
Very
Did I ask you that a little while ago, 20 minutes ago?
I don't remember. I don't think so.
Okay.
Very sparingly during college, yes.
Okay. And any good results from that?
Not memorable ones. No.
No.
Okay.
No. Yeah. I'm not going to an AI dating, though. I can tell you that much. No.
That's not you, huh? Okay.
I can stay away from AI dating. I think I'll be okay.
Okay.
Oh, man.
Let's see.
Every day has
Well, and here's
this subject matter.
Again,
Okay.
you know, we're hearing from every side here. The alter ego says, bars, LOL. Have you seen the types of people that hang out in those places? Ew. Okay. Well,
yeah,
there is that. I mean,
yeah.
some barflies out there.
Way back when, used to go to the bars and
Sure.
I don't know, just see
I
the
think that's-
band mostly.
I think that's
why
still,
I
I
went.
think that's still
There's so
happens.
many places to go in Madison, so many places to see. I mean, a lot of live bands
Live
here.
music,
This is really
comedy,
a
lots
hotbed for new bands.
lots of shows.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I remember I went into a hotel bar, the Marriott Hotel.
Yeah.
On the west side.
Oh, sure.
And,
That
was a nice looking bar. It was a really kind of a
beautiful.
cool place.
Yes.
Disco-ishy type of thing, well after disco, but
Right.
still they hung on.
Yeah, right. Sure.
Hung on to that. But okay. So anyway, I'm there at the bar with my my friend, who is Fred, and he was there, and I was complaining to the bartender, saying that I
I remember this.
that I don't believe in ladies' night. This is not. There's
Ladies' night is to draw in ladies, and then the men will follow, right?
Yeah. Well, I didn't treat men fairly.
Right.
Ladies got
get
a discount on the drinks and
big
stuff like
deal.
that, but I had to pay full bore, and I thought this is really, this is discrimination against
Yes,
men.
It's unfair.
And now here's the thing: I don't think I was being obnoxious,
Right.
but the bartender asked the manager to come over and kick us out. And the one thing, Fred never ever got kicked out of a bar before.
I remember Fred.
Yeah. So
nice guy.
he was kind of shocked, that he was
got it.
with somebody who got him kicked out of the bar.
You were asked to leave.
I was asked to leave. I don't know why.
Well,
But I just thought it was really unfair.
troublemaker,
But
that's
when they were shuffling me out, of course, then I started yelling.
Wait, did you really? Did they take you by the arm and escort you?
Well, they were right behind me. They
I
were
see.
pushing us.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You're kidding.
Well, pushing me anyway. Fred didn't want to know me at that point.
Just a troublemaker.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. So,
But I just wanted equal treatment.
Sure.
That's all I'm asking for.
Right.
I'm just I'm downtrodden. I thought, stop picking on
So
guys.
you wanted to drink, really, for less money.
I want. Well, yes. Bottom line in it. Thank you, Gordy. I wanted to make it, seem more.
Let's go to the phones here, Parker.
Okay,
Check them
all
out.
right.
Let's see what we got.
I
here.
was fighting for a cause or something, and now you brought it down to the price of a drink. All right.
I'm just saying. Okay, we got a couple of minutes
All right,
here.
let's take this call.
I'm not sure who we have on the line here, but go ahead with your call.
We've got Cindy on the line
Oh,
from Appleton.
Cindy. Okay.
All right, Cindy from Appleton, yes.
All right, Cindy.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I just want to say, if you haven't been kicked out of a bar in your lifetime, then you haven't lived.
That's what I'm thinking.
Right.
Right.
Yes.
Yes.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
How many times for you? It's just it was only like maybe twice for me, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was twice for me. And one time I was literally carried out and thrown on the side.
What did you do?
What
were you up
I got
to?
a little wild, and I was dancing on the bar.
Oh,
and,
God. Yes. Okay. Well, that's the
it's
thing
like,
to
what
do.
the heck? I was just trying to have fun.
Yes.
That's it. And they kicked you out.
At the
Wow.
expense of everybody else's fun.
Yep.
I know.
Yep.
Yep.
All right, Cindy.
All right, Cindy. Fine. We should meet Cindy sometime.
Well, I think she's probably mellowed out now. She learned her lesson. Don't dance on the bar.
Yes.
They don't like that.
That's right. Yeah.
Causing trouble. Okay. We'll be back to wrap things up. And if you have any dating stories you want to share with all of Wisconsin, please call 855-752-4842.
I was fighting for men's rights.
Oh,
Come on,
of course
give me
you
a
were.
break here.
I understand. I get it. All right. We're coming right back.
So dizzy, don't know what hit me, but I'll be alright. My head's underwater, but I'm breathing fine. You're crazy and I'm out of my mind. 'Cause all
but how it makes you feel. Bras, sleepwear, swim, and intimates, Allure has it all. Their industry professionals and trained fit specialists deliver a discreet, graceful experience that honors every figure. It's style without compromise, elegance without effort. Allure is thoughtfully expanding. Come visit their brand new Hilldale Shopping Center location, where women will discover how fit and confidence go hand in hand. Visit allurefits.com.
Hey, honey, have you been to Sugar River Pizza in Sun Prairie yet?
Oh, yeah, it's amazing. Yeah, I know. I love the pizza.
Pizza is ridiculous. That crust.
Right, and they have
48 beers on tap and a great selection of wines.
And the atmosphere.
Not only is the restaurant gorgeous,
that room with the giant
windows that open, and they won a Best of Madison Gold Award this year.
I love
Sugar River Pizza on Cabela Drive in Sun Prairie.
You took the words right out of my
mouth.
Yep, sugarriverpizza.com.
Oh, so you have heard of it.
Happy holidays, happy holidays, happy holidays.
Oh, hello, everyone. Judy Summers from Summers Tree Farm, located on Rocky Dell Road, 3 miles west of Middleton, exit 250 Airport Road. The farm opens the day after Thanksgiving, 8 to 5 daily. We close at noon Christmas Eve. Visit our website at summerschristmastreefarm.com. We look forward to seeing you. Happy holidays from the Summers family.
What is a commercial? It's a message delivered to the people, in this instance through your radio speakers, into your ears. Why, it's like a movie for your brain. This radio commercial is directed to the business community. If you want to reach more customers, you should be using WMDX Radio. It's that simple. Just email sales@WMDXradio.com and let our crack sales team show you how to make your business grow with the #1 medium known to humankind, the radio commercial on WMDX. Long may you wave.
Today's job market is full of demand for skilled trade workers. Electricians, welders, mechanics, these and other trades are the backbone of every community. They're also a huge part in making sure the Army National Guard is always fulfilling its mission of service to our country and communities. Soldiers train to keep the power flowing, engines running, and supplies moving. The skilled trades these soldiers perform are the same ones needed in today's civilian workforce. Army National Guard soldiers are on the fast track to learning skills that can set them up for success at home with companies looking to hire the best. With options from plumber to helicopter mechanic and everything in between, soldiers are able to select the
30 seconds until we're back.
We're going to be covered in snow. Not too long from now.
That's right.
Yeah, I think
Big
a snowstorm is coming our way. Jeez, I hate to even think about it. I'm going to start up the snowblower.
I know it. Yeah, it's on the way. Also, what's on the way? Pete Schwaba has Nightlight coming up in just a few minutes, shortly after the top of the hour. And he's going to be welcoming young Sheldon's Lance Barber. Lance Barber is also in that movie, Godfather of Green Bay.
That's right.
Again, that's coming up on December 4th. That's a Thursday evening, 7 o'clock at the Atwood Music Hall. Just go to Atwood Music Hall for more information on that. But back to what Pete's got going on tonight on Nightlight. Again, Lance Barber, Stuart J. Waddles, and Courtney Cronin. She's Courtney Cronin Dold. She's talking about stand-up comedy and writing. So I smack my hand into the microphone here. Okay. I'm out of control. Go ahead.
One thing I didn't get to is a middle-aged married woman who also posted something, and this is kind of interesting.
Yeah.
Yep. My request for a divorce last October entirely took my husband by surprise. She's a business systems expert. Name is Anna. Yeah. She said, I had just given up trying to change anything. He assumed my silence meant I was accepting of his shortcomings. But in reality, I was slowly checking out.
Okay.
Woo, that's
Wow.
sad. It's very sad.
It's awful.
All right.
Yeah.
What is John in Middleton?
Thanks for bringing us down.
This is John
I
in
think he
Middleton.
made another comment. Join a knitting circle.
The Anaheim
meet people.
All right. Anyway, there. I guess there's a TV show on Paramount, if I'm not mistaken. All Her Fault.
All Her Fault.
All Her Fault. A
I've
woman
not heard
is
that.
forced to.
Confess or what?
accommodate the misbehavior of her husband.
Oh, okay.
Forced to. So anyway, I guess.
Oh, all right.
So I'm not really. I haven't watched this or anything. I just saw ads for it, and I thought, oh, okay, it's all her fault.
And where is that?
That's on the Paramount Network, I think. Paramount.
Okay. Check it out.
Yeah. Well, they're going to be bought up by somebody in the not too distant future, anyway.
That's
So
right.
check it out while you can.
That's it. Yeah, they keep buying each other. Yep.
Oh,
That's what's
gosh.
happening. Hey, tomorrow afternoon, we're going to be talking to Mike McCabe on the afternoon edition of John and Gordy.
John and Gordy's dating hours service right there.
Yeah, we're working out of that. Yeah, we'll do that. A dating service.
I repeat, do not let Javier flip a coin and ask you to choose heads or tails. Remember the movie.
Yes. No Country for Old Men.
That's right. Oh, Javier.
Yeah.
I love it.
He was in that.
What a name, right?
I know. So your wife likes that name, huh?
Oh, she loves that name.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ever since the guy, on Bad Behavior, if you've seen that show.
Okay. Not familiar with it.
Yeah. I'm just
can't help you there.
Actually, I'm surprised I remember the name of the show, and my wife would be surprised, actually.
Yeah.
All right.
We got another text here.
Oh, we do?
Yes.
Okay.
Paulie asks the question, what is considered middle age these days? Yeah. What would you say, Parker? You're 22 years old.
Yeah.
So is that your parents' age? Would you consider them to be
70,
middle age?
70 or 80, something like that.
My folks are in their early 60s.
Okay.
I think I will still say they're middle aged.
Yeah.
Upper end of middle age.
Yeah. I think probably like 40 to 60 and some change. Yeah.
Okay.
That's middle age to me.
Middle age.
Yeah.
There's so many older people, so many baby boomers out there. I mean,
Yes.
baby boomers are baby boomers, and there are a lot of them. In Madison, in the evenings, we see the streets are just filled with baby boomers.
I know. Yeah.
And I'm wondering, is it desensitizing to young people, to be used to having baby boomers around?
Older
a
people?
lot of baby boomers waited a long period of time before they had kids.
Yeah. You're one of them. Right?
I'm one of them. I have two at home right now.
Yeah.
Well, they live in separate apartments in my house, but it's pretty wild.
Yeah.
And it's nice having them around because I get to stay in contact with what they're interested in, and they like me being around because I buy them computers and monitors and
television sets
and
stereo
and parts
systems.
of their game that they need, in order to progress.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So how old were you when the boys were born?
49.
Okay, that's up there a little ways.
Well, thanks for being so kind.
Well, just saying. I don't know. It must have been interesting when they were babies, right? Getting up in the middle of the night at that age.
I always thought of myself as a dad grandfather combo.
Yeah. Oh, well, sure, why not?
And
Yes.
I did pride myself. I had two sons, but I did pride myself in the fact that I could change a diaper in an instant. I could do it in an instant, and I could do it anywhere.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So out in Freedom, Wisconsin, they have a railroad museum out there.
North Freedom.
And
the Mid-Continent
North Freedom,
Railway
yes,
Museum.
yes.
Yeah.
And it was just freezing cold in the middle of the winter. We went out there to see Santa Claus.
Yeah.
And the kid needed a diaper change right there alongside the train
You
in
changed the
sub-zero
diaper?
weather. I changed
Oh,
that
my
diaper
God.
so fast just to make sure
Really?
my kid did not get affected by the cold.
Wow.
And that's just when they started putting changing stations in the
Wow.
restrooms.
That's a fascinating story. I bet that kid is
thanks
scarred
being
for life.
Totally honest about that story.
Sorry. That's going to wrap it up for John and Gordy.
I was good at it. Yeah, I'm
Well,
going to brag that I could change diapers really quickly.
I think that's a talented skill, and
thank you.
Probably could still do it today, but you're not going to.
We have to
Pete
do it
Schwaba
soon,
is next with Nightlight. We'll be back tomorrow afternoon from 2 until 5. We hope you'll join us then.
It's the John and Gordy Show.